All right, we're recording. Hello, you there, Tariq? Yep. Yep. There you go. There you go. Recording is on. That's what it was. I had you guys kind of set to low here. That's what it was. Oh, you know what I can do too? I just wanted to make sure that I could hear you guys. So here's the deal, guys. Here's how we're gonna start. We are going to thank you guys again so much for joining. And here, let's get it started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a custom app, and I wrote down, if you guys have any questions at any point in time, just put it in the message board. And if your question is not understood, I will unmute you so we can literally have a conversation. I want to share this information with everyone because I feel like if I could talk to, right now we're up to about 30 something people in this webinar, but if I could talk to them all at the same time, then we could possibly teach everyone how to build an app all at the same time. So we're at effectsapps.com. All right. So what we're going to do is over here in the right-hand corner, we're going to hit login. What that's going to do is going to take us to effectsapps.com. So there's two websites so that you understand. You see right here in the URL, that's to build app on iPhone or iPad. I would say iPad. Now, I will tell you guys, we are having some issues with Safari, with the Safari web browser, okay? So what I'm using right now is Google Chrome. You will notice that I am using Google Chrome because apparently there's some issues with Safari right now. I don't know what's going on at Apple, but we have some issues. But to make sure everything works, I'm going to do this on Google Chrome, and hopefully in a day or two when Safari's fine, then we can pick it up from there. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to effectsapps.com. And if you don't have an account, we're going to hit sign up, and we're going to create an account. Now, I'm just going to create a little Fugazi little account here. Let's say apps at effects.com, and I'm going to create a fake password here. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has to be about, I think, 8 characters. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to say agree, and here's the terms and agreements. Let me scroll down, and I'll hit X, and then I'm going to hit sign up. So now what I'm doing now, guys, is creating an account with effectsapps.com. As you can see, it's two different URLs. We got effectsapps.com and effects.com. Okay, Effects is the marketing website. Effectsapps.com is the back office for your app. So I'm going to go ahead and hit sign up. Oh, it didn't recognize my email. Let's do an actual email here. So, got to be an actual email. So let's go at, we'll do it with 3 P's, at effects.com, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Boom, boom, X, and we'll hit sign up. There you go. So now we're in. So once you're in, this is all this information is just template info. It's just giving you like what it will look like when you get enough downloads. Okay. So here it is. So the first screen you're going to see is this. All right. Now, what we're going to do, the first thing I want you to do is create an app name. So I'm going to call this the Sharper Image, because I'm going to base this off of Tariq's. Again, at any point, if you guys got questions, at any point, there's going to be the Sharper Image Test Webinar app. I'm just going to name it all of that. You would name, this is where you would put the name of your shop or your Instagram name or whatever you want the name of your app to be in the App Store. It will eventually, this will be the eventual name of your app. All right, so Sharper Image Test Webinar app. Then I'm going to simply hit create. Now, once I hit create, the next screen that we're going to see is going to be a load of different templates that you can choose from. Okay, so these are all the templates. It's going to help you to, if you're a stylist, you can pick pink. All this is going to do, it really has no bearing on the final app. this is going to pre-fill the app with certain things, so that it just makes it easier to already have those things there. Okay. For the purposes of this webinar, I'm not going to choose a template. You could, and what you'll do is you're going to get that background. If you don't have a nice background, this is like a wood grain background with the razors. Okay. I'm going to start with the blank template because I'm going to do this from scratch, all the way from scratch on up. But this one is like if you have a barber shop and you want to represent a lot of people, it's just the different pictures. The templates aren't actually building you different apps. They're just different looks. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a blank because I'm going to create a blank, a background and everything. Okay. So once I start with blank, there you go. So it's going to go ahead and process that and load that into the system. So there you go. Now we started. It says your app background. We have absolutely nothing in here. If you chose a template, we would have about 8 buttons already. Okay. So first thing we can do, we chose our template. That was right here. The next thing we can do is change our layout. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. There's a bunch of different layouts to choose from. Okay. All these different layouts. There goes one where the user looks like this. There's another one where the user's and it's got panels down. There's a bunch of different things you can do. Okay. Now, the one I normally go with is going to be layout number 1. And the reason why is because it got 5 buttons on the bottom. And there's a lot of different apps that have 5 buttons on the bottom. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, they all have 5 buttons on the bottom. So it makes it much easier for people to understand it, because more than likely people are going to find your app through Instagram that has 5 buttons on the bottom, through Facebook that has 5 buttons on the bottom. All right. So let's go ahead and hit that. I'm going to hit layout number 1. That's now going to load. Now I have that template. Now it has no buttons, so it's not showing me anything. Okay. Now what I do like to do right here in this section, it says homepage options. Okay. So when you go into Instagram, you'll notice that when you go into Instagram, you're going to get, the first thing you see is the feed. Okay. Right now, when you go into the app, you'll see nothing unless you click this button. What that's going to do is show you the templated version of your, it's going to show the first page of your app. So I like to click that. Okay. So we're going to click on that. We're not going to put the sliders there. Boom. We're going to hit save. Now, the next thing is when I scroll down, it's asking me for an app background. Obviously, this is a template. It says your app background. There's several things you can do here. If you download, right here it says download a template of the background so that you can create a background. Okay. So I'm going to do that to show you guys, because I want to show you from absolute scratch how this works. Now, if you have a graphic designer, okay, that does some of your graphics for you, this is exactly what you want to send them. You want to click here where it says PSD, and you can download literally a Photoshop file that you can send to your graphic designer and say, hey, can you create the background to my app? If you're good at Photoshop, if you're good at Photoshop, it'll be very easy to download this template and use it. And I have Photoshop on my computer, so I'm going to literally show you how you can create your background. Okay. I'm just logging into Photoshop. Again, all you're going to do is click this button. So let's go ahead and click PSD. When I click on PSD, as you can see right here, it's downloading that file. Okay. So I'm going to hit show in Finder. It's going to show it to me in my computer. There goes the file. Okay. This file. And this is what it looks like. All right. So now if I double click that file, it's going to open up Photoshop for me. So now this item is in Photoshop. All right. So what it's doing is showing me how it's going to look in portrait mode. It's showing me all the different lines, all the different angles that this will be, whether I turn my phone landscape or my iPad landscape. how I'm going to see that file. So what I normally do, and I talked about this on the webinar, I'm going to go to Safari, and I can type whatever I want into Google. So let's say I want wood floor screen saver background. I'm just trying to give Safari something to look for. All right, so here goes some wood grain. I'm going to click on images, and literally any of these images will probably work for my app. Okay, so if I go with something like this, amazing wallpaper, this looks nice. I can see right here that it's a large pixels, so I'm going to go ahead and download that. I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to save this image. I'm going to go back to Photoshop, and I'm going to pull that image from my computer, and I'm going to pop it in there. There you go. So now I'm working with something. As you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here.
Here.
Yes, sir.
The same way you do it, I know you use the computer, and I've seen you do it on the phone. Let me turn my mic down real quick. The one question is, if I was doing that on my phone, I would just hold down the image on Safari and save it to my phone to upload it, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what I just did was I duplicated that image, okay? So now I have this image. What I did was I clicked on it and I right-clicked it. When I right-click it, it's going to say duplicate layer. So I'm going to say duplicate layer. And then this option is going to come up, and I'm going to hit OK. So now I have three of the same one. I'm just going to fill in the rest of this. I'm going to move one over here. And if I hit Control or I hit Command T, it'll let me edit this.
So now they don't necessarily, if they do it on the computer, great, but they don't necessarily need to. They can easily do it on their
yeah, what I would
phone.
recommend is choose one from a template, because that's going to be the easiest way. You can choose one from our template. If you do it from your phone, then yes, you can just download it on your phone and make the edits, or get a graphic designer to do it for you. And there you go. Now I have a background for my app. All right. Again, if you guys got any questions at any point, let me know. There you go. Boom. So I'm going to go ahead and export this. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Save As. This is going to come up, and I'm going to say Save to, I'll save on my computer. And I'm going to choose a PNG file, and I'm going to put it to my desktop so that I can easily find it. I'm going to call this app background. What I'm doing, guys, I'm creating my app from scratch. Boom. It's going to ask me, yes, do I want to save it? Yes. So let's go back to effectsapps.com. I went to Photoshop for a second. Now I'm going to say change your home page. I'm going to go ahead and hit button, and I'm looking for it on my desktop, that app background. Here it goes. All right. When I upload it, it's going to show me, here goes overlay color. You see this, guys? It's going to show me what this background is going to look like. I can then say show in portrait mode. I can say show in landscape mode. I can say safe, so it can show me what is safe in each mode. All right? So I'm going to give that a moment to load. It's a pretty big file, so it's taking a little while. There it goes. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And there you go. So now this is my app's background. What I can also do is down here I can say use image as my background. Boom. So now that's going to be the image for the background of my app. All right. There's also down here, there's different fonts that you can choose for the whole app. The app can have different fonts. All right. So cool. So we're there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start adding features. So here's where it gets interesting. Okay. Here's where it gets interesting. So what I normally do here is we have a bunch of features to choose from. Okay. Here goes our app now. All we have is the background, and we have our bottom feature here. What I normally do is I'm going to use a custom page. Okay? Go ahead and tap custom page. That's going to add a new button to my app. Now I can name this whatever I want. I normally like to put the book appointment button as the first button. So in this example, I'm going to put book. I'm just going to put the word book here. I'm going to tap on the icon. Let me do that again. If I tap on this little blue icon, I'm not only changing the name of it, but I'm tapping here, and I can choose from all the different icons I have. There's a bunch of them templated here. Now, if you want to upload one, you could do that as well, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add a calendar icon. Guys, if you already have an app and you have a question about your app that you already have, go ahead and put it up in the comments because I would love to answer whatever questions anyone has, all right? So there you go. I got my first button. It's a book appointment button. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image. Let me make sure I got some images in my computer. Oh, let's go back to manage. There it is. So let's go back to manage and features. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm now going to click on book. It's going to open up that feature. I'm now going to add, I like to add now a slider image so that I can have a slider at the top of this page. Okay. These are all the different sections I can add to my app. All types of stuff. Okay. So I'm going to add a slider image here. Okay. So in order to add that image, what I'm going to do is let me go real quick to Instagram. Anybody had their Instagram? They got some good photos. I want to add PayPal. You want to add PayPal to that? Absolutely. What's the name of your app? Tell me the name of your app. Let me viewer 39. If you have a microphone on your thing, we can talk. So let me go here to Sharper Image. Then we're going to go to Tariq's barbershop. Here it goes. So here goes some pictures, all right, of guys cutting hair. I like to look for a photo that looks like this, the barber pill. Okay, no problem. We'll talk about it. Let me finish this custom page because I want to go into what booking system do you use, the barber pill. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to screenshot this image on my computer. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of this because this is the image that I want to add to right here. So now I'm back at Effects Apps. I'm going to click on Add a Picture. And it's a screenshot. So let me go ahead and add this screenshot. There it goes. Boom. All right. So what that's going to do is going to add there it goes. So let me go ahead and hit Save. Once I add that image. And there you go. Now I have an app. I have a book appointment, and I have this floating image up here. Okay. What's cool about this slider is that I have a bunch of more images that I just took some photos from Tariq's school. Well, actually, there's a barber that gave me a few of his images, JP the barber. I'm going to upload a few of these images because what you can actually do is add a few images here. I'm currently using the Live Chair client app. Okay, so that right there, the barber pill, that's probably the issue right there. I would recommend Acuity so you can add PayPal to your app. If the barber chairs, you would have to go through them to figure out how you want to do it. Me, I can show you how to do it through Acuity. So now your slider has a photo. Let's say there's a picture of you cutting hair. That's great. I like that. I can see your face. I can see that you cut hair. And then this slider image actually shows me some more photos of your haircuts as well in it, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do, and this is what I talk about all the time on the live feeds where I say you can bring in your own booking system, okay? You can bring in your own booking system. It's really important that you understand that because whatever booking system you're using, somebody mentioned Mevo, that's Brad the Obedient Barber. Brad the Obedient Barber, if you want to, what's your, let me look at your Instagram. Is your Mevo on your Instagram, Brad? So right now, what I'm going to do is, while I wait for Brad to answer that question, I'm going to go ahead and go to Acuity Scheduling. So let me show you what Acuity Schedule. This is Acuity Scheduling. I'm going to go in. This is probably my account. I'm going to log out of my account. I have all my customers' Acuity login information. So this is Tyreek Jackson's Acuity account. So he has an account with Acuity. He has tons of barbers on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to scheduling page links. I'm going to look for Deshaun because that's the barber. I'm going to hit general scheduling page right here. There goes Deshaun. Now, once I drill into Deshaun, it's going to give me the link for him. There goes my shop just transitioned. Okay, Brad, if you have, send me the link right here in the message board. I'll pull it from there. But this is the link to book an appointment with Deshaun. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and copy that link. I'm going to go back to effectsapps.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this here, this button. Okay? I'm going to add this button to my app. When I add this button, it says, do you want this button to be a phone? Do you want it to be a link? Or do you want it to be an email? I'm going to say I want it to be a link. Okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and go here, and I'm going to paste that link in there. Now, this is Deshaun. So I'm going to put, I go into, yes, you can always add a slider. Sliders are here. You can add them whenever you want. Somebody just asked, can I go into it at a later date and add a slider? Absolutely. You can add sliders to custom pages. All right. So I'm going to put a message here. Book with Deshaun. All right. Let me put his name capital here. Deshaun. I think he has apostrophe here. Boom. Now, right here, it wants a custom logo. So what you can do is you can upload a custom logo here. I have done this for people who are using Booksy, who are using StyleSeat. I can put your Booksy logo or whatever the case may be. Okay? There. What I like to do is I have a little calendar icon that I downloaded. I use this little calendar icon. So now my button is going to look like this button that I uploaded from Google, and it's going to have this. It's going to go to that link. So let's go ahead and hit save and see what that looks like. So viewer 39 just added his link. It's mevo.com. So I'm going to go ahead and take your link, and guess what? All I'm going to do is add a book button. You see that? I'm going to add this button here. Boom. When I add that button, it'll populate it down here. I'm going to click on link so that this is not a phone button or an email button. It is a link button. And I'm simply going to put that link right here. Boom. The Mevo link is now in there. You see that? That's it. And then we can say book appointment done. And then I'm going to hit save, and we'll see over here what it looks like when we actually save that. And there you go. So if I click this button, Acuity is going to open up. If I click this button, the Mevo online booking system is going to come up. So if this was an individual, I'm going to go ahead and delete that, but I just wanted to show you how you would add it to the app. If this was a barbershop, I would continue to add barbers right below. I would add another slider, and I would add another book button, right? And if I just put book, and it got to be a website, so google.com, I'm going to hit link, google.com, boom, and then this is exactly what Tyreek Jackson's app looks like, okay? So there you go. So it will be a barber here, book with him. There'll be another barber here, book with them, so on and so forth. We will scroll down. For this one, when it's an individual, when it's just you in it, what I like to do is add the slider so people can see you doing a haircut, the book button, and then right below that, I like this section here. Right here where it says custom page, add sections, I like to use this one. Okay, it's an image. It's called image. This feature inside of the custom page feature is called image. Okay, what it does, it creates a little grid of images of haircuts. Okay, so I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on add pictures. You want to add at least 6 pictures to this section. Okay, now I know I have some photos from Tyreek recently. Okay, so here goes some of the photos from the barber school, from Premier Barber Institute that I used to upload. These are some great images, and some from the shop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and upload about 6 of these images. Okay, and again, you have these images. What this is going to do is going to create a really good feature. Okay, it's going to create it where you're going to have the slider of some barbers. You're going to have the book appointment button here, and then right below that, you're going to have a little grid of images. It's trying its best to upload all these images, which they're really big files. So I think I have some smaller files here. Let me get some smaller files because they're huge. When they're huge, they take a long time. So there's about 6 here as well. Okay, I'm going to upload these guys here. Let me go ahead and hit save, refresh that. There it goes. See how they're populating? It's taking a little while because these images are huge. There it goes. It's loading all of them. Oh, there it goes, loaded them. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And there you go. So then you end up with your home page is now this kind of landing page is going to be as soon as people launch your app, this is what they're going to see. Yes, the link that people use to do online booking is the link that you want to put in there. So now I got some images here. Obviously, we can use different ones. I got some images here, and I also have some images right below. Now the next, so there you go. Our book appointment button is done. The next feature I like to add is another custom page. Again, guys, I know, the exclusive way, Uppercuts 909. If there's any questions that you guys have, I will go into the specifics of whatever. So I have a custom booking page, and I have another custom page. This one is going to be, I'm going to call this the Contact Us page. I'm going to call this the Contact Us page. I like to turn this icon into a little phone. If there's any, I'm in Mexico City. If I were to put a barber's number, do I put it as would dial in Mexico dialing code, like calling from the U.S.? Actually, I'm not sure, but here's the good news. You can troubleshoot this, okay? We have an app in the App Store, okay? Our app in the App Store works. So you can download the eFX app. We have an app in the App Store called the eFX app. You download that. You can put that in your system, and you can try it. More than likely, it would be the Mexico code. That's off the top of my head, that's what I'm assuming. It would be the Mexico code. I can't answer that question for you because I've never seen that before. But yeah, more than likely, it would be the Mexico code. So in here, let's get back to this Contact Us feature. Hold on one second. Okay, so I'm looking for an iPhone. You can use like a phone here. We have like this little iPhone icon, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. Okay, so now I have this iPhone. The next thing I like to do is add a slider. I like to add an image of the outside of the shop here. So that I know Sharper Image Barbershop, they pretty much got it all. Everything you need here. Oh, this is perfect. Look, an image of the barbershop. because that's what I want to add in the contact us page. Whoop, let me get. All right, I'm gonna make a little. Boom, perfect. So that's an image of the barbershop. So that's what I like to add. So let me look at my screenshots on my desktop and get the image of the barbershop here. There it goes. All right, so the image of the barbershop. Yes, guys. If you are having trouble with the phone, it's more than likely a problem with Safari. We are seeing a few issues with Safari. I'm not sure why, but that's what's happening. So try using Google Chrome, the Google Chrome app on your phone or your iPad. For some reason, Safari is acting up. I don't know why, but right now I'm using Google Chrome because it's working best. This platform was built for a computer, so it will work best on a computer. Okay, if you're on Google Chrome on your laptop, perfect. BT, let me I can unmute you. All right, well, yeah, let me know if looks like I can't unmute you because you don't have any access to talk on your phone. Oh, the visuals choppy of the if you're I don't know, it's got to be your Wi-Fi or something because it's streaming right now. So here's what I did. I added this image to the contact us page so that the idea is when they go to the contact us page, they're going to see what the barbershop looks like. Okay. Right below that, okay, we're going to go to, I'm going to add the address. Hey, Paradise Juice Smoothie, thanks for joining. So we're going to type in barbershop. You would type in the name of your barbershop here. I know the address to Shopper Image Barbershop is 36. So this actually does a Google search here, 361. So, okay, so if you're on the website and you get this code here, Google, this page can't load because Google Maps is correctly. So what's happening is we're missing an API. I'm going to show you how to fix that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Settings and API Keys. Right here, what is happening is we need a Google API key. Okay, that Google API key is on effects.com. So if I go to Safari and I open up and I go to efexx.com, that is our marketing website. Down here at the bottom, it says Address Map API Key. Click on that, and this web page, all it has right here is our API key that we created. So I'm going to go ahead and right-click that. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to put that in here. I don't mean to be super technical with you, but these are the types of questions that people have. Do we need a MacBook Pro grade laptop to build apps? Yeah, if your computer's moving slow, I'm not sure why your specific computer is moving slow. Yeah, I'm not sure why your computer is moving slow. If you could send, yeah, Google Chrome is what's working right now. So I did that. I hit save. I'm going to go back to editor, and I'm going to go back to features. When I go back to features, I'm going to go back to contact us. Now, when I'm in contact us, I'm going to add the address bar again. Yeah, Brad the Obedient Barber. If the video is choppy, that is going to be due to your Wi-Fi. If your Wi-Fi is like slowly loading it, that's kind of normal. Because right now I'm streaming to you 100%. Like I'm streaming to you my computer on Wi-Fi. Is anyone else having this issue where what you're seeing is is moving so slow that you can't see it. Yeah, so viewer 8 is saying no. Yeah, Al Henny's is saying no, no. Yeah, it's just so other people aren't having the same issue. That has to be your computer. So I think it's 361 Chestnut in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So you see how it's doing a powered by Google? It's because I put the API key in there. All right, there you go. And I'm going to put Sharper Image Barbers. Oh, spelled that wrong. Barbershop. Okay, there you go. So now that my I have that my address is there. So let's go ahead and hit save. So here's what happens when I hit save. Boom, now I have this address button here below. If so, I did save this, right? So I want you guys to see this. Okay, viewer 52, if they can't hear, it's probably because you haven't connected your audio. So I do have a video. Guys, give me 1 second here. I want to make sure everyone can hear what is going on. Yeah, if people are not able to hear, they just need to. It's kind of difficult because people have nuanced questions.
Hey, Eric.
Yes, sir.
I'll answer questions in there. I'll take care of that. Just text me the link so I can put the link video in. Okay, good. There we go. There's the link video for them to watch. But I'll go ahead and still answer the questions unless there's something like, especially technical stuff. You just keep on rocking. I think most of the people who joined, because what happened is I put it in my bio and I shared it to a bunch of people in the DM. So newer people are jumping on. So that's probably the issue. The people who've been on here already went through the protocol. So I'll take care of it.
No problem. Thank you, Tyreek. So, yeah, there you go. So now, so here's what happens. When we're updating the app, a lot of times we're hitting save, okay? And if the change that you made is not taking place, okay, we have to look. Like right now, I added the button. It's saying display location button. As you can see here, I did not check that off. So I'm going to check that off to display the location button, okay? And I'm also going to display the address. Then I'm going to hit save. So now a button there it goes. So that's what I wanted. I wanted this option, which it doesn't work on the web browser, but it will work on the phone. I wanted this option to be eligible here, okay? So there you go. Now we have the display button. Is displaying the address. And when you click this, it's going to give people turn-by-turn directions. Okay? Now, the other thing is, I like to add the phone number to the shop. So for this instance, we'll just say 555-1212. Okay? So we'll just say the actual, and this is where the person who asks the Mexico number, you would just use this. You would just make sure that phone is highlighted, and then you would type in whatever phone number you wanted. So 555-1212. Just going to add in the phone number, and then you can put whatever you want here. You say call or whatever the case may be. All right. Now, when I hit save again, there you go. Now I have one button here. When I hit book, it's going to show me book with Deshaun, and I can click that, and it'll take me to his link to book with him. And when I hit contact us, there you go. All right. So I hope that all of that made sense. This is kind of like your normal, just run-of-the-mill information that I wanted to give you, how to build your app. For those of you, please, if anybody wants to get on the call here with me and wants to have
Hey, Eric.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, you ran a lot of that on the laptop, and it's good. I also know you do it from the phone. Could you run through some of the ways that they can do it from their phone?
Yeah, today I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that today because I wanted to build this up on Google Chrome. Yes, yes. So, user number 56. Great. Um, I'm glad that you asked that question. He's saying that he's trying to add the address because he's following along with us, but he doesn't know he's having an issue with it. So what I'm going to do is, what I want you to do is when you have that issue, I want you to go to effects.com. Effects.com. Viewer 56. All right? Effects.com. Once you go to effects.com, boom, you're at the main page. Scroll all the way to the bottom because we kind of have some hidden links here. Okay? Right here it says address. Right here my mouse says, it says address map API key. Okay? So you're going to click that. And here's the key from A to A right here. Highlight that. Copy it. Then we're going to go to effectsapps.com. We're going to go to settings and API key. These are different API keys. Okay? And right here where it says Google Maps settings, Google Map JavaScript API key. It wants a key here. This one has it. Yours will be blank. Okay? What we're going to do is now we're going to paste that API key in there and we're going to hit save. Okay? Now that the API key is saved, we'll go back to editor. We'll go back to features. And when you go to your custom page, remember, these first two buttons are custom pages. All right? So, when you add that address and you begin to search, it'll now say powered by Google. And it'll look for the actual address on Google. All right? And then you can now add it. Make sure that you check these off. Display address, display location button. Check, check, and then hit save. All right? So the next thing I want to do is, the next thing I want to show you is how do you change your icon? So as a template over here, if I click on application, okay? I click on application, this is showing me what my app, the icon of my app is going to look like. You guys can see that here. This is showing you, hey, these are the normal icons on an iPhone. This is the same for Google. Yeah, so viewer 52, I think that's Paradise. I'm going to show you about the notifications in a second. Let me show you how you do the icons. So right here where it says photos, maps, reminders, health, wallet, Sharp, right here, this is saying, hey, the Sharper Image Barbershop app, this is the logo for it. This is the templated logo, okay? But we want it to be the Sharper Image logo. I'm going to show you how you could do that right now. So let me go on here. I'm going to look for the logo. It's probably here on Instagram. Sorry, hopefully. There it goes. So there goes, boom, perfect. So here goes the Sharper Image logo. I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of this. You can, again, with this, you can send this to, it says right here, 256. This is exactly where you're going to go. You hit this purple button to upload your logo. Right here is telling you what the dimensions need to be for your icon. So again, if you have a logo, you can go to your designer or go to Photoshop and type in 256 by 256 pixels and literally upload your icon. It'll be perfect. If you build it like that, it'll look, obviously this one's a little jagged, but I just want to show you the image here. The good thing is that effectsapps.com will allow you to edit your photo. So if your photo has enough black space around it, you can actually just edit and crop out exactly what you want your icon to be right within our platform. Okay? So you see over here, I only highlighted this area. This is what the icon is going to look like. But I want it to be the entire logo. Oh, I clicked on something there. So let's go ahead and upload that. It's a very small file, so it's uploading lightning speed. All right. Let's say I just zoom that in a little bit more right there. Boom. And I can crop that to be exactly how I want it to look. I'm going to hit OK. Once I hit OK, here goes what my icon looks like on the phone. All right. So there you go. Now I got my different buttons already situated. I'm going to go over loyalty card. I'm going to go how you use your loyalty card in a second. But let me take a step to the side real quick here. So, in the one who asked about push notifications, is that Paradise? I'm not sure why your sound keeps kicking out. I got to turn off. I don't know why your sound keeps kicking out. Yeah, you guys got to understand, we are streaming this. This is also being recorded. So I will upload this to YouTube, and if you guys need the link, request it. I will send you the link to this webinar. All right, and it's recording everything. All right. So what I'm going to do now is, as you can see, I have this white bottom here. My book appointment buttons, my book buttons are kind of like light gray, and they're kind of hard to see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now go to colors. All right, so in the colors, I can edit. This thing gets really, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is my own platform, and I'm not even sure where exactly every single color is. This thing gets down to the T, down to exactly each and every single tool and toggle and radio and checkbox. Every single feature can be changed in, this is even the spinner. Like you click on something and that spinner right there, it shows you, you can actually change the color of that. Like if I change it red, let me see if it changes instantly. If I change the color to red for the spinner, that spinner right there will change colors. Like it's insane how much you can change the colors on this. So what I normally do is, what I'll do is I'm going to show you exactly what I do. Viewer A, yes, absolutely. We will send the link. Please, again, DM us on Instagram. We'll send you the link on how to build your app. So I'm going to work here with the home page. Let's start there. So the home page background, I'm going to make it, I like dark mode. A lot of things are dark mode right now. Like Instagram, you can go to dark mode. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that. You see a home page. You see how I turned that black? Down here, it's changing color. So the image, the color of this right here is this light gray. So if you see, if I turn that, I'm going to turn it red. So it kind of, you guys see that? Let me know if you see that. Yeah, if you guys can move, if you guys can remove your bubbles, people are having a hard time seeing. I thought I got rid of the bubbles. Yeah, I thought there was no bubbles. So you see how, okay, so cool. That turns red. I'm gonna do this. A lot of dark mode is like black with dark grays, right? Very subtle. So you can do a lot of that here. Then this border, I don't even like that border there. I'm gonna go ahead and just, I can also turn things invisible right here. If I turn it invisible, it's gone. Now, I want you to see, I just turned that invisible, but you still see a border there. What I like to do when I have that issue is because it's actually happening simultaneously right now. What I do is I call it walk around the block. I'll click on application and I go back to colors. Okay. What that normally does is it go ahead and handle whatever glitch, or not glitch, but thing that is not saving. All right. So the next thing I'm gonna do is up here at the top, this right here, this book section, I'm gonna turn that black to match the bottom. And I'm gonna turn the text like a bright white. Should be changing color. Let's go ahead and yeah, if everybody could turn off their bubble, it's not that important that people see your bubble. There you go. So this is the header. right here, and the text is going to be that kind of bright white. We'll do bright white. Now, so there you go. Now we're moving. Here goes our border. There you go. Remove my border. Make it invisible. There you go. So there you go. Now I got kind of like this dark mode. But now I have these right here. I know, because I've been doing this for a while, it is these are the cards. So what I like to do, let's say I want to leave this card white, but I'm not sure where it's at. What I'll do is I'll be looking around, and I'll just take it like bright red, and I go, oh, that didn't work. Let me move it back to white. Let me try this one. Red. Oh, there it goes. It changed those colors. So I move it back to white. Now I know when I adjust this, it'll change it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it black. Okay. What I also like to do is I like to give this a little opacity so that you see that? You see that adjustment? It's actually letting me see right through it. And I can see kind of the wood grain. But now it says Book with Deshaun is very dark because that's this text color right here. I'm going to take that to a bright white so that it sticks out. So now my app is looking like something. Now, look at that. That's clean, right? I got the Book with Sean here. Okay. I got my Contact Us page here. Now we're looking like something. I like how this is looking now. Okay. This is kind of that dark mode. I can, if I don't like my, I can brighten up my images here, right? I can make them pure white if I want. I can take them to like a gray. Let's leave those gray. And now it's feeling a lot like Instagram. And the reason why that's important is because you want things to be familiar. You don't want to have an app that's so cool nobody can use it. Okay, I tell people that all the time. People are like, oh, but my app looks plain. It should. If you were going from Twitter to Instagram, you would think Instagram and Twitter are the same thing. They're plain. Also Facebook. It's got buttons on the bottom, and when you tap that button, it goes into that. It works very similar. People are using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram all the time. You want something that's familiar, okay? This feels like an Instagram feed, right? You can keep adding to this page, and people are used to the scroll. Give them what they're used to, okay? So, again, guys, if you got any questions, please ask. All right. I know one guy asked if I could send him the link, and he might have left. Viewer 8. I don't think he's still here anymore. All right. But if you left, no, it looks like he's still on here. You can get the link later, but this is the time to ask any question you want. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the loyalty card, or I'll go over the coupon. Which one would you like to see? The coupon or the loyalty card? We'll take a vote. I want to make sure you guys are paying attention. Would you like to see the loyalty card, or would you like to see how to create a coupon? You guys let me know. Viewer 56, you're asking for the notification. What app? Do you already have an app? Because you have to have an app to go over notifications. Viewer 56, if I'm not mistaken, what's the name of your app? So somebody's saying both, somebody's saying loyalty card. Oh, Sean Anthony. Perfect. Yes. So I can go right into your app. If you want to do, so here, let me show you something, Sean Anthony. So you know Paradise Juice Smoothie, I think he wants to see it as well. This is our back offers. I'm going to give you guys, because a lot of times I don't get to show you this. So I'm going to go over this for a moment. I'm going to show you guys a few things that you guys normally don't get to see. This is the effectsapps.com back office. This is what me and my staff have access to, so that you get an idea of what we're looking at. So I'm going to go into here. I'm going to pull up applications. So I'll show you. If I go by 100 pages, 100 per page, we have 16 pages. So we have 1,600 apps. So for push notifications to work, okay, I got you. For push notification to work, it has to have a certificate that is alive. Okay, so in my system, it shows me if your certificate is good to go or not. So let's check Sean Anthony's. Sean Anthony's asking, your app, these certificates for app for push notifications, they last a year. Okay? So normally when they go out, you're not sure that they went out. So here's our back office. Now I'm looking at some data here on your app. I'm going to go down here. So it looks like your certificate, as long as all of this is green, it lets me know your certificate should be good. So I'm going to go now in and I can impersonate you. So now I'm going in as if I were you. Okay? So I'm going to go in now. I do see here when I click on manage. Sean, if you would like to send me, I'm going to send out a notification for you right now. And if you can send it to me in the message board here, I'll copy and paste it because it looks like your notifications are fine. So let me go ahead and send it out and we'll see if it actually goes through. All right? As far as I can tell, your push notification should be working. So Sean, go ahead and send me that. So for those of you who are watching, Juice, there are several different ways to send push notifications. Right now, we are having a bit of an issue with Safari, so I would recommend using Google Chrome. Again, I'm about solutions, guys. I want to find solutions. Okay? So, if you are working and not going to iOS, viewer 52, then it could be something with your certificate. Your certificate is probably no good, and it's because you have your own Apple developer account. We would have to log in to your Apple developer account and get your certificate updated so that you understand that. So again, send me your notification, and I'll send it out right now. But let me show you. Normally, people are going in, and they're probably coming up in this area, which actually, Sean, I can give you further access. We weren't doing that at first, but I can go ahead and get that situated while we talk. Okay, so now I'm inside of Sean's app. So normally when you first log into your account, you're going to see this page. I'm going to click on Manage. And then I'm going to click on Features. So, yeah, but it doesn't. So this guy's saying we spoke with our team 3 weeks ago. Fantastic. We are here to help you. Here's the issue. We have to log into your Apple developer account. Because you have your own Apple developer account, when we go to log in, it's going to send you a 6-digit PIN. You have to give us that 6-digit PIN. So it's impossible for us to update it. It's impossible for us to do it without you being on the phone with us simultaneously. So I clicked on Features. What I'm looking for, Sean, is a push notification button. I can see that it's not added here. So it's down here. If it's not added in as one of these buttons here, we can add it here. So there it goes. Push notifications. Also, if you don't find it, right here you can search. So I'm going to type in push notification. I'll type in the word push. Here it goes. Here it goes. I'm getting an unknown error. Somebody else is working on this. Uh-oh. Sean, are you logged in right now? Let me go in. Give me a second. I'm going to go into this back office. Let me go and give this guy access. I think what's happening with your app is, Sean, your app has to be updated. It hasn't been updated in a while. And again, guys, you have to get your own Apple developer account now to update your apps. There are certain limitations if you don't have your own Apple developer account. So I'm going to go again. I'm going to walk around the block. Push notifications. Yeah, this is an old version. We have to update your app. I think the color scheme we have here. What's going on? There. Okay, there you go. So we had a little issue. Listen, guys, sometimes there's issues, right? But I was able to work it out, Sean. It looks like there was a possibly a limitation on your push notification access, but I was able to take it off. A lot of times, what happens is these things change over time. So there may be issues with a specific person. Again, if you guys just reach out to us and let us know, we can. A lot of times, what we ask from you guys are, and again, Sean, if you send me your notification that you want, if you guys send me the notification that you want. So here it goes. This is now a button called push notifications inside of your app. You can hide it from people, or you can leave it in there so that people can see it. And it looks like a bullhorn. You can change that. You can make it look like a little icon, a message icon. You can make it look like a bullhorn, however you want. So now that our push notification is in here, yes, you have to get an Apple developer account, yes, to have your app published in the App Store. All right, so here goes title. So I'm assuming, Sean, you haven't given me your message that you want to say, but I can send it out for you. But again, Sean, what you're going to do is you're going to go to effectsapps.com. Yes, Android. So people are asking, if you want to publish your app to Apple, you got to get an Apple developer account. If you want to publish your app to Android, we will publish your app to Android for you at no additional cost. So, Sean, what you're going to do is you're going to go into Manage. You're going to go into effectsapps.com. You're going to log in. You're going to hit Manage. And again, Sean, do this from Google Chrome. Go to Features and Paradise Juice Smoothie. You should be in the same boat. Once you click on Features, you're going to look for the push notification feature. Click on Push Notification. And then we're going to hit the plus button. I'm going to type in the word test since you haven't given me a note here. And I'm going to, once I type that word in, I'm now going to hit this blue button to move forward. Then I'm going to hit this blue button to move forward. It says, do you want me to send it to all my users or to specific users? I'm going to send it to everybody, iOS and Android. I'm going to hit this blue button here, and I want to send it, and I'm going to send it now. All right, so now that, as you can see here, it says that it's queued. It's queued up. All right, so you got to give it, it takes about a minute or two to fully send out, but I did tell it. This is Sean, just say hello. Great day. Okay, yeah, I put just the word test, so your users will get it, just see that you're using it. Viewer 34 asked a question, in order for me to take advantage of this for free, I would need a separate device. Well, yeah, if you're going to watch it on one device, then you would probably need it. You would probably need two devices. I'm going to show you guys right now. Sean Anthony has an app. So, Sean, I hope that helped you to be able to send out the push notification for you, because there are a few different ways, and for right now, it's not Safari. Google Chrome is going to be it. So what I'm going to show you right now is on my phone, I sent the push notification out that said, I'm going to mirror my phone to your computer right now. And I will show you that the notification came out. Sean, let me know if you got that test notification. So this is, here it goes, guys. There it goes. So this is my phone that you're seeing. I got it mirrored to my computer. It says Sean Anthony. The message was test. So because, for those of you who don't have an app, the reason why this is working is because Sean Anthony has an app already, and his app is published to the App Store. So I sent out a message that said test. The title was test, and the message was test. So the message went out. This is my live phone. I'm getting stuff from Instagram as well. But again, this is my live phone. If I pull out my text messages or my push notifications, these are my live notifications, okay? So as you can see, the notifications work. I'm going to fix that for you. I'm going to loyalty cards right after this. So there you go, Sean Anthony. It's working fine. It's working fine. So what you're going to do is, again, for the last time, go to Google Chrome, log into your account. If you're having an issue with your password, let us know. We can reset your password. You'll hit Manage. You'll click on Features. You'll go to Push Notifications. You'll hit the plus button here. You'll hit Test. Says you'll put your message in here, whatever you want. You can add emojis, move forward, all the way, and then you'll click on Now, and that's it. There you go. All right, so let me get back to what I was doing earlier. So I know I'm about to lose this, so what I got to do is, once I logged out, see, now I'm in Sean Anthony's account. So let me get out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my tester account. Whoop. Here's our back office. There you go. Look, I had a little sneeze right there. All right, so I'm going to go back down here. I'm going to impersonate this guy so that I'm in his account. All right, so now getting back to building our app. This is I'm going to go ahead and add a loyalty card to this. Henny was just asking about this. I'm going to show you something here. So again, each time you log in, you're going to click Manage. Every time you hit Manage, you're going to see this page. Then we're going to click Features. When you click on Features, now we're going to look for our loyalty card. Again, you can search through it from here, or you can just literally right here in the word, type in the word loyalty card. Like I started typing loyal. We're going to put in Progressive Loyalty. It's called the Progressive Loyalty Card. This one with the check mark, that's your loyalty card, okay? So now that we've added our loyalty card to our app, again, guys, if you got any questions, let me know. Here's what's happening with you, Al-Hennies. Al-Hennies said, my loyalty card shows like 500 stamps instead of 20. So Al-Hennies, let me bring you on here so that we can discuss it. Let me know if your microphone works, Al-Hennies. I'm going to unmute you because I'm going to build this templated loyalty card for what you want and teach you how to do it. Al-Hennies, you there? Hello? Let me know if you're there. I'm going to show you why that's happening, okay? Literally why that's happening. Al-Hennies, let me know if you're on the phone. I just unmuted you. So I'm going to move on. So I'm assuming, my assumption is, because Al-Hennies not joining me, that the loyalty card is showing 500 points, but he only wants it to be 20 because he's saying instead of 20, okay? Here's what happens, Al-Hennies. I'm not sure if you're, Al-Hennies, you there? So here's the loyalty card. I'm going to go ahead and hit the plus button. Here's right here in this section, when you add a loyalty card, you're going to have the name. It's called the Progressive Loyalty Card. I like to delete that. So there goes our name is loyalty card. Okay. I like to also change it to look like a little debit card with a star. I like that. There's one here with the stamps. I like that. So now our loyalty card's set up, or the button is set up down here. Now I'm going to name my loyalty card. What I did was, let's start from the beginning. I renamed my button to loyalty card there. I'm going to go ahead and hit this plus button. I'm going to name my loyalty card. So I'm just going to call it loyalty. This name, the customer doesn't actually see it. Now the number of points, Al-Hennies, if in this section, not the reward section, not the validation section, in the loyalty card section, if the number of points on that loyalty card is 500, then you're going to have, that's how many stamps are going to show to the customer. Okay? So if it's 500, you're going to hit at 1 point, let's say 1 point equals a haircut. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. What's going to happen is that's going to leave me with, oh, look, I changed my loader there. It's now red. You guys can see that. What's going to happen is my loyalty card is going to have 500 stamps. Now, that's not what you want, right? Because you want it to be 20. You don't want people seeing 500 stamps. It's actually having a hard time loading that many stamps. So what I can do is, again, if you ever run into this issue, because this happens from time to time on different websites, what I do is I normally click Applications. Then I click Features. I call it Walking Around the Block. Click on Features. Then I click on Loyalty Card. Let that load. Again, give it a second. There it goes. Now our loyalty card loaded. Again, if it kind of does that, it's just because it's trying to add all those loyalty cards. I always just click on, and that's a useful tip for anybody who's using our platform, just click on Application and go back to Features. So our Henny's has this, but there's way too many loyalty cards. Our Henny's, in order to fix that, what you're going to do is you're going to add a new loyalty card. You're going to hit a plus button. You can name it the same thing, Loyalty. But instead, we're going to put 20 points. That will override the existing loyalty card. Okay? And it doesn't override the loyalty card. It overrides how many points show. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. Your loyalty card has been saved. There you go. Now I have 20 points. All right? Now, sometimes the reason why that happens is sometimes people say, I want to do 500 points. We make the card 500 points, but then they change their mind. Okay, so that's it. That's what you want to do. Our Henny's not in your rewards. Where it says loyalty cards, if I click on rewards, you see how loyalty cards is not highlighted anymore? I'm going to go ahead and click on loyalty cards. I'm going to hit the plus button, and I'm going to change the number here to update it, all right? So now you guys are saying, okay, now I got a loyalty card and it's got 20 stamps on it. When they get those stamps, what do they receive? So for this case, we're going to say a free haircut. So let's say free haircut. When you get 20 stamps, I'm going to name this free haircut, or we could say on your 20th stamp, you get $20 off your service. You can name this whatever you want. If you got t-shirts for your shop, you can say when you get 5 stamps, get a free t-shirt. You can say whatever you want. This is completely customizable to you. Okay. Now I'm going to say get $20 off when you get how many points? I'm going to type in the number 20. So even though there's 20, what's going to happen is they're going to fill this up. All right. And once they get that code and their coupon is there, somebody mentioned earlier, I'm not understanding the coupon fully. That's why I'm doing this webinar, so we can help understand this. If you're not understanding it, once they activate this last stamp, they're going to get a coupon that's not visible yet because I haven't created it. But they're going to get a coupon down here, okay? And that coupon can now be active for 90 days. Whatever number you put in here, the expiry date, it can be, so that means I'm coming to you, I get 1 haircut. Boom, I come back in 2 weeks, I get another haircut. Boom, I come back in 2 weeks, I get another haircut. Boom, that's been a month and a half I've been coming to you getting a haircut. I got 3 stamps. I'm going to keep coming to you, getting another stamp, another stamp. Once I get to my 20th stamp, I now have a coupon for $20 off my haircut. Yes, I will look into that, Brad, the Obedient Barber. Let me finish this thing, and before I go to coupons, I'll look in to see if your app is there. Okay, so once I go in, once I get my 20th stamp, I'm now going to have access to get $20 off my service. Now, you can do that, and if a haircut costs $35, they can get $20 off. But if the shape-up is $20, now I can get a free shape-up with my coupon, okay? but I'll have 90 days in which to redeem that coupon. You can also make this 14 days if you like, which means now the moment I got my 20th haircut, I only have 14 days, or you can make it expire whenever you want, which means that coupon will now disappear on the 15th day. So this gives you control, okay? And then you can give the reward description, $20 off. I'm going to put just the same thing, all right? And I'm going to hit OK. So now that reward is now added to my app. Now, the one thing I will point out to you guys is even though the reward is added, it's not showing here. It should be right here under the word stamp and the word coupon. There should be a coupon there, right? But it's not. So what it is this little check mark. Once it's added, it has to be enabled. So I'm now going to hit enable. Boom, there you go. Now it is enabled. Now, if it's still not showing, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around the block real quick. I'm going to go to applications. Because I know for sure that our system works. It's there. I'm going to go to applications and loyalty card. There you go. And there goes my $20 off your service is now there. What I want you guys to notice is when I click this, it says redeem, but that button doesn't actually work because this user doesn't actually have enough points to redeem it. Once they hit their 20th point, that redeem button will not be grayed out anymore. It will be now highlighted in a color like red where they can actually use it. And all they're going to do is book their appointment, come in, and say, hey, I got a free haircut. You then hit redeem, put in a pin, and that's it. So now you say, well, this is all about branding yourself. Right here, it's an image of me. This isn't Booksy where I'm seeing all the other barbers in the neighborhood. I'm just seeing myself. I hit contact us. Boom, look at that. The contact us page. I'm seeing images of my shop. It's got my address. You can click to call. Oh, it's trying to call through Google. You can click to call, right? Got my loyalty card here. But my loyalty card just got these little presents. What if I want to add my logo to it? So what you're going to do is here in the loyalty editor, I'm going to click on rewards. Okay. I click on validation. These are all the options, all the edits I can make. The last one is going to be options. So in options, I can actually add. I don't really like to add a cover image, but I can put the default inactive reward. I'm going to go ahead and upload the logo. There, boom. Actually, I can make this, the default active means it's going to be blank, right? So let's say I made that like, do I have an image of like, what do I have here? How about the effects logo, right? I'm going to make the default logo. Well, no, I don't want to do that. Let's just make it like a home button, right? It's going to look, so now my default image is going to be this image, which means that when people go there, they're just going to see that. But then once they get a point, that image is going to change to something else. There you go. So there goes my default image is no longer the pictures. But once it's active, it's going to be my logo, right? So you can make that like a razor or a pair of clippers or whatever you want it to be. So let's go ahead. Oh, where's my image? It's on my desktop. And it's going to be. Yes, Al Hennies, this will be recorded. I will send you the recording. I actually have my team break it down into sections because this is going to be like a 2-hour recording. I'm going to just keep going, guys. If you guys leave, that's fine. I'm going to just record it. It helps when you ask questions because then I can answer specifically to the things that you're going to run into. So there you go. Now I'm going to save that. Now, because I saved that, what you're seeing here is when I go to book appointment, reward, or contact us, I'm going to go to loyalty cards. Here you go. I got this little image here. So how does this work exactly? Well, I'm going to work on validations, okay? So now how do I actually get you as the barber? So what it is the customer, I have to do that to my app. Yes, Ricky Ricon, you should do that with the MT Clippers logo, add that there. Okay, so now what this is, and you could do it, Ricky Ricon, you could do it like in black and white. So you put it there black, with your logo with the black background, and then your same logo with the white background. So then when they stamp it, it turns from black to white. So here it goes. I have this logo here. What the customer is going to do is they're going to download the app and they're going to have this in their phone. And what you're going to do is say, hey, listen, man, you know, we got a new app. Go ahead and download it. We're doing free haircuts on your 20th haircut. Oh, really? Yeah. So how's that work? Well, go to the App Store, download my app. All right, you got it in your phone? Okay, cool. Go to that little button with the little, look like a debit card, and they'll download your app. They're going to launch it. They're going to see this. They're going to, oh, I could book with you too? Yeah, book with me next time. But here, hit the little card right there. What do I got to do? Well, you're going to get your first stamp. They got to now create an account with you. Now, I'm going to be able to do this right here. So I'm going to act like the customer, and then I'm going to act like you. So I'm going to hit create an account. So now that person's going to be prompted to create an account. So this is your customer. His name is going to be Pedro. His last name is going to be Customer. Pedro Customer. He could put whatever his email is. His email is going to be apps@effects.com. And then password is got to be at least 8 characters. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's his password. He's going to accept the privacy agreement, and he's going to hit send. Now, your customer now has an account. Hennies, I'm going to go over the referral program because it links with the loyalty, because we do have an invite a friend feature. I'm going to now hit that. Boom. Now this person has an account. So when he hits stamp, he no longer has to click to log in. When he hits stamp, there you go. Now that person needs to give you their phone, and you're going to hide the phone from them, and you're going to type in a 4-digit PIN. Let's say your PIN is 0000. Now, it's going to say, that's the wrong PIN, because we haven't set up a PIN. So your customers are not going to be able to put in a PIN to get a point. In order to set up the PIN, what you're going to do is in the back office, you're going to go to Features, Loyalty Card, and then now here are the features, here the back office of it. You're going to go to Validation. You're going to go to Validation. So, Hennies, here's, and Ricky Ricone and anyone else who's listening, Law the Barber, you guys already have an app. This is where you can go to set up your validation, which means the code that the barber is going to put into the customer's phone for them to get a point. So let's set that up. So for this example, it's going to be Deshaun. You can actually create a different code for everyone separately, okay? Now, what I want you to do, I made the employee Deshaun, okay? Then I'm going to make here a 4-digit PIN for him. The 4-digit PIN is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put it, again, my recommendation is maybe the last 4 digits to the phone number of the barbershop, okay? Or any other PIN you want. You can make it absolutely anything you want. You can make separate PINs for every single barber in the shop, okay? You can actually make separate loyalty cards for every barber in the shop, all right? But I'm going to, for this webinar, I'm going to call it 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to be Deshaun. Once I say that, I want y'all to notice something. Once I hit OK, right next to where you can edit the PIN, I'm going to zoom into this. There's this little marker here. What this is the QR code. Download. You can download that QR code. If the customer comes in and says, hey, I already have a loyalty stamp. I want to get my next stamp. And you're tired of typing in, hitting this and typing in 1, 2, 3, 4, you can actually hit the customer's scan QR code, and that will bring up the camera on the phone. And what you will do is you'll download this. I'm clicking that. It's going to let me download it. It just downloaded Deshaun's PNG. Let me open that up. All right. Let me show you what that looks like. Here goes Deshaun's QR code. Deshaun could print that out or put that in his phone, and now the customer can come in, go in their phone, go to the loyalty, hit stamp, and just go ahead and scan Deshaun's QR code. He can put that on his mirror as a sticker. He can put that in. He can leave it in his phone. He can print it out and put it on the document that says download the Sharp Image Barbershop app to get a loyalty point. He can do that however he wants. Or if you don't want to use the QR code, simply don't use it and simply use the PIN. So now that that PIN is saved, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go walk around the block for a second so that that PIN takes effect, and I will show you exactly. Law the Barber put the googly eyes. Thank you. This is good stuff. This is stuff that we know, but we are trying to teach it, and it's hard to teach many people. That's why I'm doing this webinar. Okay, so we're back. Now that I walked around the block real quick, let's go ahead and try that. I made the code for Deshaun 1234. So Deshaun, his customer downloaded the app. He wants to get a stamp on his loyalty card. He's going to hit stamp. He's going to hand his phone over to Deshaun. Deshaun didn't download the QR code. Deshaun's going to type in his private PIN, 1, 2, 3, 4. Deshaun now has 1 point. Okay? And as you can see, it says point successfully validated. He can get another one. Deshaun, it's his second time coming back. He now has 2 points. Okay? Now, let's say the customer, like Al Hennies, he resets his code, and he's like, oh, man, my customer doesn't have all the points that I know that they had 10 points. You can always come here and do an executive decision, hit stamp. Up here in the upper right-hand corner, you see 1 point to validate. It's kind of hidden, but you can say, I'm going to give this guy more points than 1. So I want you guys to see this. So I'm going to put 17, I'm going to give him 17 points at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Now look at that. He's got almost all his points, right? Now I want to show you guys this. Here goes my reward. I had to click this drop down. My reward says redeem. It's not ready to be redeemed yet because he only has 19 points. Let's say that customer comes in. It's his last one. Today is his free haircut, right? He hits stamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's now gotten his 20th haircut. What you're going to notice is the loyalty cards have been reset. Okay? Now you can make that they're only allowed to get it one time. You can make it reset. So he's back on his way. But what happened to his coupon? What happened? Here it goes. He now has a coupon. He has a new one that's grayed out, that is not being validated because he just reset it, right? And he has another, now he has 2 of them. This one is valid for 14 days and the countdown begins. This customer can now get, and you can put here whatever icon you want. So you can put a little razor because he just got his, and he now has a coupon that he can redeem with you. What he'll do is he'll come into the shop next week before his 14 days are up and say, hey, your shape ups are $20. I want to get a shape up. Sits down, gets his shape up, hands you his phone. You go, okay, so this can be free. I'm going to go ahead and hit redeem. I'm going to go ahead and hit use coupon. You will then type in the 4-digit PIN. And what he's doing is he's redeeming that coupon. Now that that coupon is redeemed, he does redeem that reward. And here you go. It's now gone. And the guy's starting all over again to get his points. Now, something else I want to show you. Okay. In the back office, you will see, and I'll show you in a moment. I think Oxa Barber is a great example. In the back office, you will see a list of customers. Every single customer that creates an account with you, you can see where they are when it comes to how many points they have. Okay, so let's go ahead and refresh this. I'm going to walk around the block. Features. I know that one person that uses the loyalty card a whole lot, and their customers have all different dynamics, all different levels that they have used on their loyalty card. Here's the amazing part here. Look, so this guy, Pedro customer, right? Remember, we created him right here. You can literally go into the back office, okay? Pedro, here goes my Pedro customer. Let's see. He needs 20 points to get a free haircut because he got reset. Number of points. I can literally give him free points here Let's say he hasn't come in for a while, and I want to boost him on some points. I can literally, from the back office, without having his phone, give him points on his loyalty card. Okay? There you go. So I can say, I'm going to give this guy 3 points. And I'm going to type in, let's say, like a back office pin. I can create a different employee, and I'm going to hit save. I'm giving this guy 3 points from the back office without even having his phone. Okay? So this is a way to kind of boost people's points. And as you can see, look at that. He got points without even having that person's phone. And that's a way, if a person has 4 points and you haven't seen them in a while, you remember their name, all you do is come into the back office and type it in. All right? So let me show you an example. I want to show you guys an example of someone who Ox the Barber uses his, and we're going to see. I'm going to show you this. Watch this. Ox the Barber. This dude, he uses his loyalty card all the time. He showed me. He's one person that I know that uses it with all his customers. So he has hey Tariq, you there?
Hey, Eric.
Yes, sir.
One of the things I think is crucial is not only do you give that person the points, but then notify them. Reach out to them. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Just wanted to let you know I updated your account and I see you have a couple points that weren't there. You can, you're closer to your free haircut or whatever the case may be. I know that I've done it where I had a guy who was out for a while because he was out of work. And he's like, he said, I'm not up on my loyalty points. You know what I mean? I'd come in and I just told him, I said, dude, come in and get a haircut. And without the loyalty card, but it was the loyalty card that prompted him to think, dang, I need a haircut. I'm not up on my loyalty card, but I need a haircut. I've been out of work. And I said, don't worry about it. Come in. And I gave him a free haircut while he was trying to get back on his feet. And what he did was, as he came in, he started bringing his kids in after he got a job 2 weeks later. But it was the loyalty card that helped to prompt him a little bit.
Absolutely. Thanks for that, Tariq. Yeah, and what I want to do, so here's what I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys an active app. Al Hennies, I'm not sure if you're still here. This is what first Ox the Barber started off with this loyalty card, then he changed it, and then he changed it to this. Okay, so this is an active live loyalty card. Okay, so he changed, as you can see, he updated his loyalty card. This is the third. All he did was come in here, hit plus, boom, and add a new loyalty card. All right. Now, in the reward section, he has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He has 16. On your 16th cut, you get a free service on your 15th cut. I'm sorry. But guess what? This is called a progressive loyalty card, because this card, he can literally, the customer is going to get $10 off their 5th haircut. You guys see that? And I'll show you over here on the phone. They get a free service on their 15th haircut, but on their 5th haircut, they're going to get $10 off their haircut. So this customer is getting 2 incentives for using the app. Okay? Now, this is somebody, like I said, this is one person that uses his loyalty card all the time. I want to show you guys this. Watch this. I want you guys to notice these numbers here. Look at all these numbers. These are all the different people. Okay? All the different people, all their different levels of loyalty. Okay? So this is every single person that created. This guy's close. Look, this guy's close to his free haircut, Brady. Okay? He's close to his free haircut. Now, Ox the Barber is using Acuity scheduling for booking. But when that customer comes in, guess what? He's getting a stamp on his loyalty card. So Ox the Barber, look, he's got a few people. Look, this guy's fairly new. He only has 2 points. Okay? Now, look at this. Look at how many people have, a lot of them have 10 points. Some people only have a little bit. So this is the power in having your own app. Look at the data. Look, these guys. Oh, look, that's me with a fake account. I don't have any loyalty points because I haven't gotten. But here goes Emily. Emily created an account but didn't get a loyalty stamp yet. So how cool would it be to come in here in the back office, watch this. I'll give Emily 1 point, right? And now watch this. Here goes Emily's email. Guys, I want you to pay attention to this. Here goes Emily's email. She has 0 points on her loyalty card. There's no way that she has an account on the Ox the Barber app unless she downloaded the Ox the Barber app, right? She downloaded the Ox the Barber app and created an account with him, but never got a loyalty stamp. Okay? What we could do right now is give her 1 stamp on her loyalty card, right? Then I could take her name. You see her email right here? What Tyreek was just talking about. I'm going to copy her. Watch this. Law the Barber, you're going to love this. I'm going to copy her email, right? Because I'm going to give her a point. And then I'm going to go to push notifications. So Ox the Barber got this little notification button here. I'm going to go to push notifications. Watch this, guys. This is extremely good. Watch this. Remember, I just gave Emily a loyalty point. I'm now going to send a message and say, call her out by name. Hey, Emily. Now, Ox the Barber has hundreds of downloads of his app, okay? But I only want Emily to get this message. Hey, Emily, just get, let's say you just received your first loyalty. Let's say loyal, and I'll type the rest of it. Okay, I just spelled receive wrong. Guys, I always spell things wrong. There you go. Okay, you just received your first loyalty point. Come in and get another one so that you're 1 step closer to a free haircut, right? I could do that. So, but I'm going to make sure that this notification only goes to who? Emily, okay? So I'm going to move forward in my push notifications. It's giving me options as I scroll through. Do I want to send to a specific location? Do I want to send to no specific location? I'm going to say no specific location. But here, the next option is users, okay? So I'm going to say, do I want to target specifically iOS users, Android users, or both? Let's just leave it at both right here for my target specific devices. But watch this. It says send to specific users. Now, the person will have had to download your app and create an account with you for them to be in this section. But as you can see, because Ox is always getting people to download the app and create an account with him so that they can take advantage of the loyalty points, he now has a captive audience. He's not sending this lady a text message or an email. He's sending her a push notification. So if I click on send to a specific user, here goes all his users. He has 3 pages worth of users. So now, remember, I copied her email. I'm going to go ahead and put her email. Well, let me see if I can find her by name. Emily. Oh, she's not in here. But yeah, if I have that specific person, so let's say Dave right here. I can go ahead and click on Dave or Emily. I'm not sure why her name is not coming up. Should be in here. She might have deleted her account, but that's fine. But this is where your users are, okay? So if I take, let's say, Johnny Deggs 41, and I change that name, let me go back to Johnny. I could say Johnny, right? And I could also look for Johnny inside of loyalty cards. Yeah, that example didn't work out too well. It looks like Emily. Looks like she created. There goes Johnny. So Johnny's got 5 points. So I could give Johnny an extra point and then go to push notifications. Tell Johnny specifically, hey, Johnny. And I'll write him out a message specific to him and then come over here and send to a specific user. I'm going to send it right to Johnny's phone. All right? When I hit send, I'm going to send that right now. So this is a way, like we talked about before with booking systems, this is a way to specifically go and send to a specific user, not a text message or an email. All right, cool. So let me see, is my man still on here? I know we're going along, but I'm going to just keep going. Brad, the obedient barber, said, can you add other barbers to the same app? Yes, absolutely. Okay, Al Henny's asked about the referral program. So somebody asked how the referral program. To answer Brad, the obedient barber's question, yes, you can add more barbers to one page. To answer Al Henny's question, he said, can we do the, let me go back to my, I think if I type in webinar, there goes my fake account. Brad, what was the name of your app again? So I'm going to go back into this user account. So here we are. We're back to our app. We're always going to start by hitting manage. Jovan's Barbering. Okay, I'm going to bring them up in a second. So I'm going to go back here. What I want you guys to understand, guys, we have a feature. Our app's looking really good, by the way. We got our book appointment. We got our contact us, loyalty card. Yes, you can send push notifications at a later time. Okay, when you get to the end of that field, it says now or it says later. You could choose a date and a time for it to send at a different time, or you could just send them in the moment. Okay, so we're back. Our app is looking good. We got our book appointment. We got our contact us. They can call you. We got our loyalty card. The next step, what we're going to do is I'm going to add the coupon. But what I want to do is we have a feature called Invite a Friend. It's right here, okay? But if you can't find it, you can always type in invite. This is a referral program, okay? This is a referral program. Now, once you guys understand, the Invite a Friend feature works with the loyalty card feature. They work together. Yes, absolutely. I did go over that a little bit. Brad, the obedient barber, I went over that a little bit in the beginning to add a custom page, add a slider, then a book appointment button, and then add another slider and a book appointment button, and just keep adding till you have everyone there. But I can try to refresh it. But I want to talk about this Invite a Friend feature. So the Invite a Friend feature acts as a referral, but what it is actually doing is it's giving a friend if you're doing a free haircut, it's giving a friend the opportunity to get a point on the loyalty card. The same way with Uber Eats. So if you have Uber Eats, if you share your promo code of Uber Eats, somebody downloads Uber Eats and puts your promo code in, they can then get a discount as well. So here goes, Al Henny's. I'm gonna hit plus button here. You can add a description like invite a friend. You say whatever you want here. Invite a friend, and get closer to a free haircut. All right, I'm gonna just put a little note here. You can add an image. It's telling you the exact pixels of how to frame it. Obviously, this is gonna force me to crop it so that it fits perfectly. Now, you can also add the sharing text. What's going to happen here is people are going to hit the invite a friend feature, and a text is going to load in, like download the sharper, like book with my barber, because your client is sending this to their friend, to the referral. They're sending it to their cousin, right? So you just gave the customer a haircut. You gave them a stamp on their loyalty card. Now when they get home, they get to this button, and they now hit the button, and the message is pre-filled. Okay? Book with my barber. He's fire, right? You can put fire emojis here, whatever you want. Then you say, how many points do you give someone for referring? Let's say if it's 20 points, you're going to give them 3 points for referring someone. Because if they refer 4 or 5 people, then now if they refer 5 people, they got 15 points. Okay? So I'm going to add that to the app. Okay? Boom. Now, what's going to happen is, so let's go back to see what this looks like. I'm going to go ahead and hit application, go back to features. I know we kind of losing people because we're going so long, but that's okay. Like I said, it's going to be recorded, and you guys can, you get it on YouTube, you just fast forward through to what you need. So there it goes. So now what happens is your customer comes in, they get this stamp, okay? They got 3 stamps already. And you say, hey, man, listen, you see that little plus button? You can change the logo to this icon. You can change it to whatever you want. You can call it the referral. I like one with like 3 different little heads on it. I think that's part of our templates. Yeah, so you got like add a friend type of button, or where's the one with like little group? Oh, little bobbleheads. Here you go, like bunch of little heads. So it looks like a group of people, and you could call it. It's called invite a friend, but you could change the name to refer, right? Or refer, whatever, right? So people know what it is. Refer. Okay, cool. Boom. So now, when people, they got their loyalty point, and what Al Henry's was happening, boom, I'm going to hit here, refer. So now, I'm a customer. I just got my haircut with you. I got a loyalty point for the first time. This is great. Next time I go to book my haircut, I have your app on my phone. I'm going to book with you through a feature, okay, through Acuity scheduling or Booksy, whatever you want to use. But now I could come in here and I can hit share. Now, obviously, it doesn't. This is the web browser. But when I hit share, it's going to go to, it will allow me to use the native stuff on my phone, whether it's share, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever the case may be. Okay? Now, what's going to happen is you say, well, if somebody just texts my app to someone, they're going to be able to just get points. Well, absolutely not. But what the other person that they text, what has to happen is they will have to, I'm going to show you what this looks like on Tyreek's phone, because Tyreek has this in Sharper Image Barbershop app. Okay, let me see if I can show you here what this looks like. Okay, here it goes. So this is the Sharper Image Barbershop app. This app is live. It's on my phone. So it says share with 3 friends to get a free haircut. Okay. So what's actually going to happen is when I come into my app, I'm going to click on share. This is showing me the people I normally text. It's saying I can airdrop it to someone. I can share it through WhatsApp, Chrome, Facebook, whatever other options that I know. These are all my usuals. I can share it through whatever other platform, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. It's going to create this right to Facebook. So I can share the referral straight to Facebook, okay? I'm going to cancel that. All right? But let's say I'm going to text it. I'm going to text this. As you can see, this is the text that's in it. Okay? It's here. And what I highlight is it's creating me as a customer a proprietary PIN number, 31466. So it's saying download the Sharper Image Barbershop app to schedule your next haircut with the hottest barbers in Lancaster. Use my referral code 31466 once you download the app to install the app, and then it gives them a link that they can hit the link to download the app. Okay. So right now I can send this to my friend. So I'm going to send this to Tyreek. Okay. Tyreek, there. Boom. I just text Tyreek that message. And what the message says to him. Now, what Tyreek will do is he will download the app. He'll come into the app. And right here, where it says add your friend's code, that 31466, That's my code. So Tyreek would download the Sharper Image Barbershop app, come to the invite a friend feature inside the app. He will have to create an account. Now he has an account with Sharper Image. And then Tyreek will have to click on this, share my code, and put in the code that his friend or his cousin sent him. So me, I'm your customer. I sent this to my cousin. My cousin downloads the app. He puts in 31466. And what's going to happen when he does that, he'll obviously, I can't do it because it's my own account. I'll hit return, and I will then get a point. I will then go to my loyalty card and have more points on my loyalty card. So this is Tyreek's loyalty card, right? So that's how they invited. So, Hennis, I hope that helped you. Again, in here is where you go to edit to change that, and that's also how it works. So again, what you would do is you would tell your customer, again, the loyalty card is a way to retain customers. So yes, you're using Booksy, you're using Mevo, or you're using StyleSeed, or whatever the case may be. That's how they're going to book with you. But you want to use a loyalty card to get them to get the app in their phone in the first place. And that's how it works. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to Javant's Barbering. Javant's Barber. And trust me, I see you guys all the time. If you're using a loyalty card, I see it up in your stories. Look, my client just used it. Let me see if Javant's, there you go. So it looks like you had a few accounts here. I'm going to go into this one here. In your back office. So brad.barberbk@gmail.com. This is your app. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to manage your app. This must be the latest one that you created. Boom. So now I'm in. There you go. So now you have a blank app. What I'll do is just to give you some like background info, so you can have a nice, cool background just to get started. I'm gonna do that. Yes, sir. Law the Barber. If your microphone works, please, I will unmute you and we can walk through whatever you need, because I think people can learn from what you may need. So here goes your app, Javon Barber. So I'm going to hit visible from all pages so that the book appointment button shows from all pages. I'm going to save that. You now have this cool looking background. Okay, you have a loyalty card in there. Boom. So there you go. So you these are all templated images. All right. Also, let me go ahead and Law the Barber, let me know if you can hop on microphone. If anybody wants to hop on, I literally want to help you. To keep the app is $45 a month, but you do have to create an Apple developer account. Okay? You have to create, in order to create an Apple developer account, all you got to do, you go to effectsapps.com. We have a section that what is it? Apple Pub. You go to the bottom, it says Apple Pub. You see that right there? Hit Apple Publish. Or you can ask us, like, yo, how do I do this? Android, you don't have to worry about Android. We will publish to Android for you. If you were 18, we will publish to Android for you. Android's not an issue, but you do have to create it. So this is saying, create your Apple developer account. It's a step-by-step on how to do it. You got to activate it's a whole step-by-step. It costs $100 for the Apple developer account, but Android will publish it for you on ours. Okay? So let me get back. So here we go. Law, let me know if you're there so I can answer your questions directly. So what's happening here is I'm going to go ahead and add the background so that it shows all the time, no matter what feature I'm on. Let's change your color scheme to like the dark mode. I'm going to do that for your Brad. I'm going to give you the black kind of dark mode look that everybody is using right now, because again, we like to keep it as neutral as possible so that things make sense. Guys, again, everything we did today, everything you did today is we can do this for you. We charge $250 to be able to build this for you. All right. So we just do all the work for you, so that you don't have to do none of this. Okay. We want you guys to build your app. With some people, you know, they don't have the time. That's why we're doing this. While everybody's in quarantine, we're helping you to build it. So there you go. So this is, again, Javon, what we will do is we'll come in here, or Brad. Where's Law? Hey, Law, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm all right so far, brother.
Cool. So while we're talking, Brad, check this out. I'm changing your app. Has this been good stuff, Law?
Oh, this has been great. There's a couple of things that you enlightened me on, and now I know how to do it. So I've been actually changing. Yeah, I've been using.
What do you specifically want help with?
Okay, so I've been interested in adding PayPal to the app.
Okay, so here's what I want to do with you, Law. I'm going to go in. I'm going to create you live on this webinar an Acuity account. Now you will have to go in. I'll send you the password.
All right.
Let me So viewer 75 just asked, and so this is going to help everyone. If you go into your back office and you log in to effectsapps.com, okay, as soon as you log in, you are going to be introduced to this page. You're going to click on Manage. When you click on Manage, that is going to give you, viewer 75, pay attention, it's going to give you this dark gray menu. You don't have that menu when you first log in. You got to hit Manage. What you're going to do is you're going to click on Modules. Click on Modules, okay? When you click on Modules, you'll scroll down. There is a link here that says YouTube multi-language tutorials. There are tutorials on how to do this stuff, okay? Click on multi-language tutorials, and there are tons of videos. Build a custom app, integrating your booking system, uploading your logo for Android, uploading your logo for iPhone. They're all here. How to add a coupon. They're individual videos, all right? So this webinar, I will load it, but it's going to be like 2 hours long. I'm doing this on purpose, all right? Now, so Javon, that helped out a little bit. If you send me your logo, Javon, or Brad, I will make some more changes to your app. But for right now, what I'm gonna go into now, guys, and I know this is a long webinar. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Law, I'm gonna go ahead and create you a Acuity account.
Okay.
All right. And that's what you're gonna need, Law. What's gonna happen when I send you an image? You can DM it to me on Instagram, Brad. DM it to me on EffectsApps Instagram. All right, and then I'll pull it down. Okay, so Law. Let's go to Law here. Let me go to Law. The barber pill. All right, fantastic. So your email, the one I have on file for you, is techtimber@yahoo.com. Is that the one you want to use?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to use that, and I will send you your login info in a second. Now, with Acuity has an app already.
Okay.
So you can download the Acuity app. Let me come in here. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do is, okay, cool. I will upload your. Let me set up Law because I have Law in here. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and do this on Google Chrome. All right. Boom. So, guys, this is AcuityScheduling.com. It is the #1 booking system out there. Okay. So don't know how else to say that. Okay, it's better than Booksy. It's better than all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set up Law the Barber. Okay. Now I'm already logged into someone else's account. Let me go ahead and just redo that, and we're gonna try it now. All right. So make days. What days do you typically accept appointments? What days do you?
Okay. Wednesday to Saturday.
Wednesday to Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. That's fine. I'll just put that for now. What are your normal business hours?
12 to 5.
Okay, let's just do. I'll do 9 to 5, and I'll change it later. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What do you use now? We'll say other. Will you need to take online payments? Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Different time zones? No. Okay, so let's start with the email here. And I will create you a generic password for now. And I'm going to put it in my system here so I can send it to you. I'm going to create you a generic password, all right? Guys,
Okay.
this is, if you guys want to switch booking system, somebody's asking, how do we create? I can delete your apps. Don't worry about it. I'll create them in the back. If you can delete them from your back office. So I just created you an account. Okay, the name of your business is
Barber Pill.
Barber Pill.
Put the Barber Pill.
Okay, let's put it.
Mm-hmm.
What is your name?
The Barber Pill. Yeah, so THE space Barber space Pill.
But that's gonna be the name of your business. What's your name? You're gonna go Law the Barber.
Yeah, with Law the Barber. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because everybody's done.
Barber. That's your name. Name of the business is here, and
LAW, right? LAW. Not
there you
LA, yeah,
go. Oh, look at that. You're right on the jump. All right, cool. So here we go. Boom. So now you're so I'm gonna make you. Are you available Sunday?
No.
Okay, so no Sunday. Monday?
Nope.
Nope. Tuesday. This is basically a solution support session we're having right now. Not Tuesday, right?
Yep, and open from Wednesday to Saturday.
So when you guys sign up for Acuity Scheduling, this is exactly what you're going to experience. So Wednesday, from what time to what time?
12 to 5.
Okay, so what I normally do is I'll just copy what they have here in the settings, and then I'll just change it because they have like a certain code that they want it to be. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to copy that here to here, and Saturday, same thing, right?
Yes.
So at the 5. Cool. So these are your regular hours. Boom.
Yes.
So there you go. So now you have your regular hours set up. All right.
Very
now,
nice.
let's go ahead and create an appointment type. We're going to edit this initial one. We'll do the first one will be haircut.
Okay. Yeah. Basic haircut. Yeah.
We'll call it basic haircut. How much does a basic haircut cost?
25.
25. Okay. And how long does it take you?
About 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Let's go 45. Okay. And right here it says you can block off extra time before and after if you want it. And you don't have to do that.
Yeah. The extra time is already in there because it only takes me half an hour, but cleaning up and all this other stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. So there you go. So we're gonna go ahead and update that. Boom. So now you have at least. I just wanted to add at least one. We can add another one. So let's go ahead and add another one. What's another one?
Okay. That will be haircut and shave.
Haircut and shave. Hold on. So now, is shave an add-on?
Yeah, haircut and shave. Yeah, so I usually don't. I don't do the face with the basic.
Awesome. So here's what's so interesting, guys. This is why I say Acuity is the best. Because normally what people would do is they'll say, let's do haircut, haircut with shave, haircut with eyebrows, haircut with beard, right? With this, you can actually do add-ons. So so let me go back home. So I'm going to go from this section here. I'm going to go to appointment types. When I go to appointment types, I'm getting these options, the different types of appointments I can do. So this is going to be like a base. Hennies, if it's not letting you change your password, I can change your password for you. All right, let me do the security with you. So here, types is going to be like haircut, your basic haircut. Then you can do add-ons. So we can add on a shave, right?
Yeah.
And we can, again, you name this whatever you like. I'm just going to name it. I'm just going to name it shave for now.
Yeah, you missed the H. Okay.
I'm the worst at spelling when I'm in the zone. Now, is there an additional cost to do a shave?
Yeah, so it goes up to 35 once they add a shave.
So what's the normal cost?
Normal cost is 25 without the shave. With the regular shave, which is not hot towel, which is with the razor, that one's another price. Yeah, that's another level.
So we would add $10, right?
Yep.
And then you can do. How long would it normally take you to do that whole service?
It's about 55. So I just put an hour because I like time to talk to the customer.
Right. So you got 45. I'm just adding it. I'm adding it onto your basic haircut. So if it's 45, I'm gonna add an additional 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Yep. Okay.
And that goes with the basic haircut. So I'm gonna create that add-on. You saw that?
Yeah.
So now what happens is when that person goes to, so what we're gonna do now? We're gonna look at your scheduling page. This is your scheduling page. So if I'm the customer, I'm gonna hit basic haircut, and look, I get this option now. Add to your appointment a shave, which will add 15 minutes and $10.
That would be great.
So this is, again, the power of Acuity scheduling. Now, we can continue to add more types, but what I wanted to do is make sure your schedule was good and that you at least had one appointment type and also the add-on. Okay, now, let's keep going. Right here where it says payment settings. So again, I'm going back to my main page, guys. If you are somewhere and you're kind of lost, you'll click on home. That'll take you back to give you all the options. Over here on the left, I'm going to scroll down. Okay, I'm going to click on payment settings. This is where you would add Law. You can add Square, Stripe, or PayPal.
PayPal.
Okay, so let's go ahead and now. It says what currency is going to be US. Now, we're going to go ahead and click on this. We're going to say PayPal. Right. It says it will change. If you change it, it'll change your card. That's if you already have an account and you're using Stripe and you should switch to Square, but that's fine.
Okay.
So now here goes. Look at this, guys. For those, I know we ain't got 30 anymore. We got about 15 people still hanging out with us. Changing your payment process. Oh no, right here. When clients schedule an appointment, what are they going to be introduced to? So, are they going to be introduced to paying the full deposit, requiring a deposit based off a percentage, requiring a deposit based off a dollar amount? So how do you want to do your deposits?
Well, they would have to pay because if they should do a cancellation and I have levels set for that. If they don't give me 24 hours, they have to pay for that spot, and that's full.
Okay, so is it the full amount? So there's certain rules that you have. I'm going to tell you what I think best practices are. I'm going to set you up with best practices, and then you can manipulate it and change it however you want. For those of you guys listening, most of barbers like you, Law, and this is no offense to you or anyone else, a lot of times you guys think from the barber's perspective to the customer, when really the one that's going to be interacting with this the most is not you, but the customer. The customer is going to be dealing with this more than you. So as a customer, I'm not a barber. Here's where I think the best option becomes. Okay. Let's say you require a deposit of 50%, which means I have to pay 50% of that $25. I got to pay $12.50. Okay, I'm booking a basic haircut with you. I have to. I cannot put myself on your calendar unless I pay 50%. Now, what's really cool about Acuity scheduling, no one else offers this, is I either have the option as a customer to pay a 50% deposit. Also, if you check this off here, also give clients the option to pay the full amount in advance. So now the customer will have the option. Am I going to pay 50%? Or am I going to pay $1,250? Or am I going to pay $25 up front? So now that's the customer's option, what they want to do.
Okay.
So instead of you having the power, it feels like the customer has the power, right? So now they're going to be able. Now, what is your PayPal email? We don't need your password. Is it that text number now?
Yep, that's the one. Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add your email here. So you're all set.
Okay.
Now that I saved that in your settings, I want you to look. What I also like to do is to customize the appearance. I go to customize appearance. I say the barber pill. I do the monthly layout because it gives people like this monthly option. I like that better. You can change the background to this. What are your color schemes? Like red, white, and blue?
Yeah.
So we can do that. And the background could be red. And then let's do our text as black. And button accent, we'll do like a light blue. Right. And then we'll just change change this to like a.
There you go. The light gray works better.
Let's do the gray.
Yep, there you go.
There you go. Okay, cool. So we have it. Look, you right on top of it. You with me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh your scheduler page. Boom. This is what it looks like now. Okay. Basic haircut, I'm going to choose that. When I choose that, I get the option for shave. I'm going to add the option for shave. Now, you can add $5 for eyebrows and add an extra 5 minutes. You can add
all those too. Yep.
Full facial. Boom. Now, you can add a facial as a service alone for $25. And you can also add it as an add-on. So I'm going to get a haircut and I'm going to add on a facial. You can do it however you want. Okay. So once I choose it, I'm now going to choose my date and time. So let's say I'm going to do this Friday at I have 12:15. Look at that. I have AM. I got to change your clock. So we'll change your time.
No problem.
12 p.m. Right?
Okay.
So then I'm going to continue. But here's where I wanted to get to. This is where me, the customer, these are my options. I have to pay something, Law. I got to pay at least 50%.
That is awesome.
Or the full amount. Now, I have barbers that have been doing this for a while. They will pay most customers as a customer because I got to pay something. The first time, I'm probably going to pay the least amount. I'm going to go,
man. This solves my no-show. Solves the no-show, no-call problem.
Exactly, because here's what happens, Law. $1,750. You're going to get that deposit whether I come or I don't go. That's the deposit.
Whether you show up or not, that's great.
So you got 50%. Now, here's the thing. If I'm a good customer, here's what's going to happen. I'm probably going to pay the least amount the first time. Then when I sit in your chair, I'm going to pull my card out, pay for the rest, right? If I book it the second time, okay, maybe I'll pay the half again. Maybe the third time I pay the half again. But every time I see you, I keep whipping out the card to pay the balance. But once I've done it 3 or 4 times, and every time I come in, I'm going to say, why don't I just pay the full amount up front?
Yes.
So you no longer have to be doing this thing where it's like, yo, put your card down, don't pay anything. But if you don't show before 24 hours, I'm going to charge you $5. But if you show and you don't call and it's within the 24 hours, I'm going to pay you the full amount. Forget all of that. You don't have to worry about nothing. Everything is on the customer to make the decision. So if they're no call, no show, you made half the money. But if they're not, they can pay the full amount. So you're going to get paid either way. And the money goes right into your PayPal. So this is the way I think, because of this word right here, or. You're literally giving, now the customer feels, the customer feels like they have the option.
Yes,
instead of, instead of you having, hey man, look, you got to pay, and if you don't, then it's this, and if you do that, then it's this. Forget all that. It's the customer gets the option. Do you want to pay? You don't have to pay the full amount. Just pay half, so that you feel a little more comfortable. But again, I have barbers that have been using this for 2 years. Most people, if they're a little iffy that they may not show, they'll pay half. But if they need that haircut, they'll pay the full amount. And this way, it cuts out all the bull crap. And not only that, it makes the customer feel like they're the one with the option. All right, so there you go. So you're all set. You can sync with a calendar.
Yes.
As well, so you can sync with your Google Calendar if you like. Acuity is going to allow you to do that. You can sync with that. What I also like is, again, now this is going to cost you $25 a month, okay? Because you have payments and you have options. Here's the thing. Hold up. I'm about to. For those of you guys who are listening to this, I'm about to go live on Instagram. People need to hear this option. This is really kind of crazy. So, for those of you, so viewer 18 says you wouldn't want that. How do you refunds work? And is the deposit non-refundable? Yes, deposits are non-refundable. Of course, deposits are non-refundable. If you pay for a haul for an event and it's $1,200 and you put down a $200 deposit and you decide, if you don't request it within time, you don't pay it within time, or you decide to cancel the party, you lost that deposit. That's the same way.
That's the 24-hour rule, right? Okay, yes.
Well, here's the thing. You got your deposit no matter what. Here's the rule, Law. So, guys, we're still on this live webinar. If you guys want to tune in, we're talking about booking systems. I want you guys to just tune in. So here's the deal. The customer can reschedule their appointment, Law. Okay?
Okay.
Now, that's super important. Why? Because if I book an appointment with you and I put down $1,750 or I pay $35 up front, I now have all the obligation is on the customer.
Yes, okay.
If they can reschedule. Now, why is that important, Law? Because if I have you booked up at 2 o'clock, now that I think about it, let me go ahead and change your times on your calendar because that was all jacked up. But if I go to change it, I said 12 a.m. It's 12 p.m. As the customer, if I paid you $1,750, my deposit, guess what? I can reschedule that. Why is that important? Because right now, here it is. I book an appointment with Law the Barber on the Barber Pill app. And I paid $35 up front. Here it is Thursday. I don't want to lose my $35. I'm the customer. I don't want to lose that. So what I need to do is go in to the app. What I need to do is go into the app, change my appointment. Well, right now, Law has 2 o'clock is booked on Thursday. What's the problem with a no-call, no-show, Law? Is that 2 o'clock is booked and then I don't show, right?
Yes, that's the
problem. If I want to save my $35, for those of you who are listening, I can go in as the customer, change my appointment. What's happening now? That Thursday 2 o'clock appointment is now opened up for someone else to book.
Right. That's yep. Exactly.
That's why it's so important but we're all the onus. All the onus is on the customer, not you. You ain't got to do nothing. You already got the brand. Either you switch your appointment or you don't. So if a customer comes in and says, "Listen, man, I don't know what happened, bro. Like I couldn't make it. I'm sorry." You say, "Yeah, cool. Don't worry about that." So somebody asks, "Can you use Square with Acuity?" Yes, absolutely, you can. Okay. As a payment option, you can use Square. But that's the point. You don't want to be explaining things to people as the barber. Explaining to them, book an appointment. If you cancel within 24 hours, it's going to be a $10 no-show fee. But if you not within the 24 hours and you mess up, I'm taking the whole amount. I'm charging your car. Now people changing their debit card. You ain't got to do none of that. It's like, listen, there's the or option is for you.
Right.
Okay, if you guys want to join the webinar, is join.me-effectsapps.com. The link is in my bio. You guys can join. We're talking about scheduling systems right now. And that's really the point, Law. Somebody books with you. They pay $17.50 up front. What happens to save my money? I got to go into the app, go to the appointment, change it. Once I change it, you know what else has happened? That 2 o'clock is now open for someone else to book it. So if I want to do what's called, I can salvage my deposit as a customer.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to salvage my deposit. Hey, Law, I booked for Thursday at 2, but I already know 3 days in advance I'm not going to be able to make it. Let me change it to Friday at 2. Wait a minute, Friday at 2 is not available.
Let me ask you a question. So see, the whole 24 hours is just like the doctor's office, right? So I was explaining to folks like the barbershop should be considered the same way. And I mean, I still have people who try to do the last minute thing because stuff come up. So the whole problem is there's a way to let them all know that if you don't do it 24 hours in advance, then you have to you have to face the consequence for that.
But here's the thing: there's no longer the consequence.
Right. Well, this is not a consequence now. Now they can move it, which is great.
Exactly.
This is great.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's exactly the point, Law. If you were my barber, I wouldn't want to hear that you're going to give me a consequence for a no-call, no-show. Like, what is this, middle school? I'm going to get a detention. Like, yo, bro, my daughter got sick. I had to take her to the hospital. I don't show up, and now I got a consequence from you too. That's not good.
Well, no, exactly.
Law, that's what I'm saying. From your perspective as the barber, it makes total sense. For those of you on this live, it might make sense to you as a barber that if someone is a no-call, no-show, then I'm going to give you a consequence. But as a customer, that doesn't make sense to me. But here's the thing. When did I pay that $25 hit? When did I pay the $17.50? If I book for Thursday at 2, I probably am paying that Monday. So on Monday, I'm booking, oh, look, Thursday at 2 is available. Fantastic. I book it. Wait, I got to pay. All right, cool. I'll put down $35. Then I realize that I can't make that appointment. I have the option to change it. But what did the law have to do? The law had to get on the phone with them and say, well, okay, you can't make it Thursday at 2 anymore, and you already paid the deposit. Well, here's the deal. Why? Let's see. Can you do Friday at 1? No, I can't do Friday at 1, but I can do Friday at 3. Oh, I don't got 3. How about Saturday morning? You ain't got to do that no more. All onus is on the customer to make that adjustment. There's no penalty because it's a deposit that's already paid. So it's like, listen, bro, change it or don't change it. The money is already in my account. I'm not giving you a penalty. It already happened. So we ain't got to talk about penalties or consequences or nothing. Listen, you put down your deposit. Please go in and find a time that's appropriate for you. Bottom line. Okay? Now, with the power of Acuity. So, and somebody's on Instagram Live. They ask, can they change the appointment? Absolutely, and that's the power. So, again, Acuity is $25 a month. But with Acuity, what you can do is, I'm going to show you guys who are on the webinar. You guys are going to see this. Watch this, Law. We are going to go back to home. We're going to go to email settings. Now, this is $25 a month, okay, to have the text message option, okay? But here are all the different kind of settings. It's in email settings, but it also counts for text message reminders, all right? So we can go to reminders. In reminders, we'll say send a email and send a text message reminder. Okay? So you can send a text message reminder. Now, as you see here, it's saying upgrade to the $25. It costs $25 to have the text message option. Okay? But you can do that 24 hours in advance. You can change that to 4 hours in advance. You can do 2. You can do 1. 48 hours in advance, do another one 24 hours in advance, and then 4 hours in advance.
Okay, let me ask you, what's a general notice? A 24 hour or 48 hours? What do you think?
Listen, I like 4 hours in advance, right? But look,
4 hours.
because what you're doing is you're reminding them of it, okay? You can say 48 hours in advance, hey, you got an appointment with me. Down here, what you're seeing is a code. It's mentioning whatever they chose, whatever the duration of their time, and whatever your location is. It's an appointment reminder. They'll get that via text message.
Okay.
So the join code is the Effects Apps. Effects Apps is the join code, guys. For those of you who are on Instagram, I'm showing you exactly how to use Acuity scheduling. Okay, this is really powerful stuff, guys. This is why Acuity scheduling is the best. Okay, so you can send again a reminder. You can send one. I would go ahead and send one 24 in advance, and you can send an email. So you can send the email 48 hours in advance, right? And then send another one 24 hours in advance, and then send another
that's
one
worth it.
4 hours in advance, and send a text message. And guess what? Remind yourself too as to who's booking with you an hour in advance as well. So again, this is Acuity scheduling. So this is where you go. Again, once you log in, you're going to go down to email settings. When you get to email settings, you're going to go to reminders right here. And in reminders, look, 48-hour email, 24-hour email, and you can hit text message. And again, once you get in here, there's a free version. There's the Emerging Entrepreneur, which is $15 a month, but I would do $25 a month. And you can pay the whole year in advance if you want. It's $275 to save you a little money. Okay, you can add up to 6 calendars, and as you can see, this one gives you the text message reminder option. Okay?
Yeah, that's worth it, the $25 a month. Yep, that one.
Bro, you could do up to 6 barbers. You get 6 different calendars, automated text messages, and you can do more than one. Okay?
Yeah, I'll need that for the future, so that's the one to pick.
Yeah, and somebody's asking, does the $25 a month have unlimited text messaging? Yes, it does.
Yes.
Unlimited text messaging. So here goes. While we're on this point, so watch this. This is where it gets even better, guys. So if I go to appointment types, watch this, Law. So you got your basic haircut. Yeah. Now, if we were to go to anybody that's using Booksy, watch this. I'm going to show you guys this on here. Let's go to, I don't know who's got Booksy in the link in their bio. Probably somebody. Let me see Marvin Marv. I know he's got it. He uses Booksy. Right? Watch this. So when, as a customer, right, you guys are using Booksy, right? So, okay, there goes his barbershop. Boom. He's got thepalacebarbershop.booksy.com. So I'm going to go to his Booksy link, which sounds so efficient. So now here I go. I got skin fade, zero fade, regular haircut, kids haircut. I got haircut with beard, skin fade, kids fade, full service, haircut with design, edge up. Now, to you as a barber, that makes a lot of sense. Guys, if you're on Instagram Live, you could join the webinar, hit the link in my bio, put the promo code in, put the meeting code EFXApp so you can see what everyone else is seeing. So here goes, I'm a customer now. From a customer's perspective, this doesn't make sense to me. Haircut, what's a hot towel? You think that makes sense. As a barber, it makes sense. Fantastic. But I need a visual. Why? Because how did I get introduced to you more than likely? What am I doing? I'm scrolling through Instagram. What am I seeing? Haircut, beard. I'm seeing this boy. I'm not sure what's the difference I don't know the difference in name between this haircut, this haircut, this haircut, or that haircut. What's the difference? I want that. That's how my hair looks. I need that haircut. I don't need this haircut. What's the difference? Okay. Normally somebody's going to say, yeah, I need a fade. I need a drop fade. Or they might show you a picture like, I need this. What if you could do that and your haircut didn't look like this? A bunch of words. Okay? Well, you can do that with Acuity scheduling. Watch this. So let me go to, Law, what is it? The Barber Pill is the name of your Instagram?
Yep.
So I'm going to go to the Barber Pill, right? Barber.
One word. Yep, one word.
So So let's see. Do you got haircuts on here?
Yeah, I
Yes,
got
you
tons
do.
of
Fantastic.
examples on there.
Tons of examples. Let's say this is a kid's haircut, right? So I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Watch this, guys. This is going to get extremely interesting now. I'm going to take a screenshot of this, right? And I'm going to go ahead and add a new service.
Mhm.
And I'm going to, do you charge different for a kid's haircut and a basic haircut, Law?
Yeah, kids' faded haircut is 18.
Okay, so let's call it kids faded haircut. Okay, now guys, you could do this. I'm typing out kids faded. You can do this for all your photos. Kids faded haircut. Let's say you want to say kids sheer haircut, and you got a picture of a kid with straight hair. Let's say you want to say kids faded haircut. You can
I have
add
that too.
exactly. So now kids cut. Does that take you a little less time? 30 minutes?
Yeah.
More, let's say it's 30 minutes. All right, and the price for that is 18. Okay,
Mhm.
so boom, I'm going to go ahead and create that. But look what it says here, guys. Picture. Okay?
Oh,
So
okay.
I can add a picture of that kid's haircut. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and add that to my services. Okay? Now, let's say I have a adult haircut, just to show you the difference between an adult and we'll go with this one. Okay. Boom. I like to try to get them all squares. Guys, we're doing, for those of you on Instagram, we are doing a webinar. Hit the link in my bio and you guys could join right now. Okay. So now, let's go back to appointment type. Boom. And I'm going to edit your basic haircut, right?
Okay. Mhm.
And I'm going to, where is it at here? Choose a photo. I'm going to add that photo because what I want you guys to see is the difference and how it's going to work. And guys, I'm looking at this from a customer's perspective, not a barber's perspective.
Gotcha.
Why is that important? Because
we're catering to the customer. Yeah.
Because you want to cater to the customer. Who's going to be engaging with your app more? You or your customer? Your customer is the one that's going to be downloading. More than likely, they're being introduced to you through Instagram.
Right.
All right? So now, watch this. Here goes we're going to reload this page. Look at that. Now, does that look different from this?
Yes.
All I got here is a bunch of words and the word book. Here, I'm literally choosing, wait, where's it at? Oh, the barber pill. Here it goes. I'm literally choosing the difference between these. Now, why is that important? Because, let me see if I can get, why is that important? Because it works. Let me leave out of Instagram. Let me show you guys an example of what I mean. Someone who's taken the time to do this. Now, Law, does that look like something that Share, whatever you're using, offers to you? Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they allowed me to put a picture in there, and you could choose other pictures too.
So here's where I think this separates from every other booking system. One, it lets you add a photo. 95% of other booking systems don't allow you to do that. Secondly, the add-ons. 95% of other booking systems, you're just listing, like they have here, regular haircut with beard, skin fade, kids cut, haircut, full serve, haircut with design, edge up, haircut with beard sculpt, haircut, right? A bunch of different haircuts.
Yes.
But this is saying, no, choose a basic haircut and add the shades.
Mm-hmm.
So you can add as many options as you want here. That's going to add more money and more time to your service. Okay? So those are different things that I don't think other people add. So not only does it let you put a photo, it lets you do add-ons, and there you go. I just changed your time. So you see it starts at 12 p.m.?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Continue. It also gives you the or option for the deposit.
Oh, yeah.
Now, those of you who were wondering, like, oh, Tariq added this. Well, let me show you real quick. For an app, DSG Barbershop, my man Haas Styles from Philly has been using the DSG Barbershop app for about, I think I actually did the DSG Barbershop app before I did Sharper Image Barbershop for Tariq. So this is what it looks like. Okay, here goes all the barbers. Each of them are using Acuity. Watch this. When I hit Haas, I'm going to hit schedule with Haas. His Acuity link is going to open up. Now, more than likely, I got introduced to him through Instagram. Okay? But now it feels like I'm scrolling through Instagram. Because I got all these haircuts. And here was a big one for him. He had these two different cuts. As you can see, a blowout with a shape up. This is Danny Garcia, the boxer. This is like a 10 fade or a blowout or a taper. I don't know that. Again, I'm not a barber. I know a lot because I hang out with Tariq all the time. But I don't know as much.
It's a taper.
That's like a taper, right? Now, is that different between a fade?
Yes.
Yeah, to you it is. To me, I'm like, oh, give me a fade or give me a high fade or a low fade. That can mean different things. But if I'm seeing this amazing haircut on Instagram, Haas said that people kept booking the blowout or the taper or whatever he was calling it at $30, but then requesting a fade when they got into the shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Somebody said on the webinar, this eliminates wrong selection. Absolutely. You could literally let's say you have a fade and it's a guy without a beard, and that's $25. You can literally say haircut. You can literally call another one haircut with beard, charge $5 extra, no add-on, and put a picture of a haircut with a guy who has a beard.
Yes.
And this is like scrolling through your Instagram. Kids cut. You want to know what a kids cut is? Yeah, it's 12 and under. If you 18, I ain't giving you a cut. You're not getting a kids cut. Get the haircut at 20, and he charges $25. And there's no confusion, right?
Yes.
We're not talking about these grown kids with beards. Kids cut means 12, and as you can see, he mentioned 12 and under in parentheses, right? And it's a little kid. It's not a 15-year-old young boy with a full beard, right? And so this really helps to eliminate that. Again, from the customer, and watch this. When I choose the kids cut, I'm getting the option for hair wash and shampoo.
Right.
But I'm not getting the option for eyebrows and beard and all that other stuff because it's just a kid's haircut. He ain't getting his beard shaped up. He ain't got a beard. He's under 12. Okay? But if I choose a different option, I get a whole lot more add-ons. Let me add my beard grooming service. Let me add color enhancement for $10. You know what? Last time I was there, he didn't do my eyebrows. I want to make sure he give me a shape up in my eyebrows next time. Let me go ahead and add that. That's going to add an additional $5. You guys who want to do add-on services, look at the face. Look at how much the facial, black mask facial. What black mask facial? Oh, that's the video that they do on Instagram, right? With the black mask thing. I heard about it. Here it goes. I can add it to my service.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Now, again, as a customer, most people don't know these things. So you teach them when they get your app. Yo, you can add the black mask service facial next time. Look at how many options I'm getting. But on the kids cut, I didn't get that many options. Okay? And here's how we do that. Oh, by the way, Haas is a guy that's been using this system for several years. So I'm going to go to next week. He has the or option. Haas is look at this. Look at how expensive this is. The total cost of this haircut, you can see this yellow says, pay $45 deposit. This is a $90 service in advance, paying the full amount in advance because of all the different add-ons. And I know I'm getting a high fee. As a customer, that's important to me. Okay. Also, if I'm going, man, this is a $90 haircut, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna make it. Let me just go ahead and pay the $45 because I'm a little scared. But is that okay with you? Is that
Yeah.
okay with you, Law?
Yes, sir.
Let me pay
Totally
45
agree.
because I'm gonna get my eyebrows done. I'm gonna get my beard sculpted. I'm gonna get a black mass facial. It's a night. When I come in, I still owe you the other half, but just to book it is costing me. And Haas tells me most people, again, when they first find me on Instagram, they're paying the least amount they possibly can. But
Yes.
once they're booking their 8th haircut with me after a year, mostly everybody's paying up front the full amount of whatever they want because they
Yes.
already know the deal. So this
Yeah.
is getting rid of there's no penalties or consequences or no show fees. Not all of that is cut out. Why? Because they're booking it in advance. They're paying for it in advance. They're doing add-ons in advance. And if it's going to not take you 45 minutes, it's now going to take you an hour and 15 minutes because this guy wants a black mass facial. Guess what? You've added more time to your service. There's
Yes.
no other booking
Exactly.
system that's as advanced as Acuity. That's why I like Acuity. And it's only $25. So that's really, and it can sync with your Google Calendar as well. All right.
Yes.
So let me go back.
Cost of doing business.
So appointment types. Let's go back here. So as you can see, the kids fade, right? Let's say we want to do an add-on. And like just an example, I'm gonna add this to you, Law. You can delete it later if you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and add on a shampoo.
Yep, I do shampoo, so you can leave it right in there.
So do you just call it shampoo, or was it shampoo and rinse, or shampoo and wash?
No, it's shampoo and conditioner. I put shampoo and conditioner. Yeah, you gotta,
Shampoo
you know,
and
do both. That's
condition.
right, and condition. Yeah, that's right.
Shampoo and condition, right? Let's just put that there. Let me put a capital. So this is what they're adding. Now here's the thing. If I'm getting a kid's haircut or I'm getting a basic haircut, I can do either or, right? And so this is how I would do it. Now, so I'm going to edit that because I didn't add a price. Is there additional cost to that?
Yes, $10.
$10 more, plus does it take a little more time to do?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
You can add another, 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, about 10 minutes. Yeah, about
Let's say
10 minutes because, you know, you dry them up, blow dry and stuff like that if it
Boom.
needed.
And now there you go. So now let's go back to the scheduling page. Let's reload this guy because we're going to start from scratch. Now when I book, as you can see, I don't see any of the add-ons. All I'm seeing is services.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to grab basic haircut. I'm getting the option to add a shampoo and a shave. Or
Very nice.
kids haircut, I'm not getting the option for a shave because I ain't got a beard because I'm a kid. Okay? But I can add the shampoo because mom is booking this haircut appointment for me and she wants to make sure that I get a shampoo.
Right.
All right? So this is the reason why I like Acuity so much. People are saying it eliminates, very important for visual reference, it eliminates terminology and confusing. Also, you can use another calendar for special hours. Oh, yeah. Also, great point. So, Ricky Ricon, watch this. Law. Have you ever taken appointments after hours? After 6 o'clock? After 5 o'clock?
Ooh, yes, I have. And I charge $50 to $75 if they do that to me.
So here's what you can do. I forget how to do it. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, so we can do save regular hours, calendar setting. Okay, boom. It's in here. Let's do basic. So I think it's an editor group. I got to look at this again. So group, create a new group. Kids haircut. That's not it. So we can actually save. Ricky Ricon, you there? Are you there? We can walk through this together. I think I added it for him, but I forgot how I did it. So, Law, I'm going to cut you off now, but I'm going to show you how we can do.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for the help. I appreciate that.
No problem. All right, I'll send you your login info. Go ahead and download the Acuity app. And when you want to make some of these, so for those of you who are listening, the Acuity app is going to show you, like who's booking with you. Okay. So that's the best app to use to view your calendar. Okay. Edit things. You know what? But Acuity.com, if you go to Acuity.com in Safari, you can make a lot of these changes that we're doing. Some of them you can't do from the app, but you can do all of it from Safari. So, all right, just wanted to
Safari.
make that clear.
So I have to go to Safari and do this?
Yeah. So if you want to make if you want to add appointment types, you got to do that from Safari. But once you're all set up, then you can just use the Acuity app to see who booked with you.
Okay, so on my on the back office, because I have that on my laptop where I make all the changes, and then once I upload it, I check the phone to make sure it took, right?
Yeah,
now,
absolutely. Now,
right.
I haven't made this live, so for those of you guys, because good point. I'm not gonna do this for you, but this is what I would do. I would go to Acuity Scheduling, go to Scheduling Page link.
Hold on, let me write this.
I'm going to copy that link. Scheduling, yep. When you go to home, you're going to get appointments, client scheduling page link. I'm going to click on that.
This is on Safari.
Yep. You got to do some time. Okay. So people are asking, can you use Google Chrome instead of Safari? I would recommend Google Chrome if you're on your computer, but you can use Safari on your phone to utilize Acuity Scheduling. Okay, so I'm going to copy that link. Let me go back. So here goes my app. I go to my custom page, and I'm going to go to my booking button, and I'm going to change that button, and I'm going to put, now this is not your app, Law. This is what you would do when you're ready to launch Acuity Scheduling. You simply go. So let's go to dashboard. You'll go into your dashboard. You'll go to manage.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm right in my back office. So
you'll go to manage. You'll go to features.
Yes.
You'll go to book, which is the custom page. Yeah, viewer 78. Good. That's a good point. Yep. Once in a blue, I see a little problem with Safari. Nothing wrong with Safari. Once in a blue, I see a little problem with Safari. Normally, I just jump on Google Chrome. I got both of them installed on my computer. So you see that I hit manage, then I hit features, then I'm going to click on my book button. It's gonna open up that page. Then I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to replace this link with the link from Acuity Scheduling. Make sense?
Okay, yeah. Once I create it, I got you.
Yeah, once you've added all your services and all of that, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit.
Right now I have my website. Oh, okay, good. Okay.
And now, what that's going to do is when I click on book appointment, it's going to open up your booking system inside your app.
Yes.
Right? Okay. But as you can see, there's only two services. So you want to do your add-ons and you want to do your full services and add photos and do all of that. And once you feel like your booking system is ready to go, add it right into your app.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to all right, Law, talk to you later, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, and thank you, everyone.
No problem. Ricky, where you at? Ricky, you there? Viewer 89, what's the name of your app? Viewer 89, what's the name of your app? I'll look at your push notifications. Ricky, you there? You can say something, Ricky. I just unmuted you. I think your microphone isn't working because you're not on mute anymore. We should be able to hear you. If you're talking, we should be able to hear you. So viewer 89, what's the name of your app? Did we figure out why Safari is not working? Who's viewer 91? Just type in the name of your app here. For Android users, we don't have Safari. Yeah, viewers, Lions Den. Yes. So I'm using my headphones. Okay, yeah, Ricky, I'm not sure why we can't hear you. Just let me know as soon as we can hear you. You're unmuted, so you'll come in. So so Lions Den, yes. So here's the deal, Lions Den. What's happening is, and I'm not sure why this is happening. We're talking to our developers in India. What's happening is we are having an issue with Safari loading. Lions Den, I hope you're here, and I hope that you are paying attention here because I'm going to show you what I mean. This is the best way to show you how this is working. There is an issue with Safari not sending out or not allowing you to get to a specific system or a specific place in the website. Okay, that's what's happening. Change your username on this. There's a way to do it, but you can just type in the name of your app, Viewer78. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up, so this is the Lions Den here. Let me make sure. I'm just getting myself up and running, guys. There's our back office. Yeah, Viewer78, just type in your name right where you're typing, so my name is not. Just type in your name, and right there in the section. I'll be able to see who you are. So let's go to Lions Den. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to impersonate you as if I am you. Okay, so here you go. So this is your back office on Google Chrome. Let's see if it opens up. Yeah. So this is your back office on Safari. That's fine, Ricky. Lions Den, you there? I'll turn you on so that we can discuss this. For those of you, I want people to see this, whoever's still watching. It's a good amount of you here, because there are, again, I have some issues with Safari sometimes. I don't know why. If you're on an iPhone, you're going to have a problem with this. So Lions Den, you still, there's Viewer 90. Okay, I'm going to activate your mic, Viewer 91. That's Lions Den. You there? Lions Den?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, bro. How you been?
Good, good. So, like I said, here we are. We're logged into your back office, right? So
Yep.
This is Safari. So there's two different ways to send notifications. I'm going to hit Manage. I'm going to click on Manage, and it loads to the next page. This is Google Chrome, okay? I'm going to click on Manage, and it's going to go to the next page, okay? Now, here, once I get here, I'm not going to go to push notifications up here. I'm going to go to Features. And over here on Google Chrome, I'm going to click on Features. Okay.
Well,
now,
I'm good with my push notifications. This is my is viewing my appointments.
Okay. Yeah, but look, it's the same issue on
Okay.
either one. So, okay. So if I click on, so I'm in. This is Safari. When I click on push notification, the feature is not opening. Our system is working fine. Don't know why Safari it's like lacking. I'm clicking on it like you are, and I know that this is where you're at. I just like to get on the same page with people first. So when I click on it, not working. Neither one. The push notifications or the appointments aren't opening up. Okay. When I do it on Google Chrome and I click on appointments, as you can see, it's loading, and then it opens up the feature.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying you got to do it on Google Chrome on a laptop if possible.
Yeah, because I tried the Google Chrome on my phone and it won't work. My laptop was fine.
Okay. So yeah, that's the issue as of right now. So there it goes. Okay. Now it opened up. So what I like to do is, I know there's a lot going on. I sent in a ticket for them to fix it. And I just want you to know, like, right now, I'm even here by myself. My here. This is going to be for right now, moving forward, until this coronavirus dies down. There's more technical support even for me. So there you go. So now I'm in my appointment section. I'm going to click on calendar. When I click on calendar, I'll select the Lions Den and then load the calendar, and it loads from here.
Okay.
All right. So again, we apologize about that, but I do want to give you a solution that is working. And so here goes your backup. So I'm not sure when it'll be fixed. We have people out on the other side of the world. I don't know what their situation is. We're asking them why it's not working in Safari. It just isn't. Don't know why.
Okay.
But it's definitely working on Google Chrome, especially from the computer. And as soon as we hear more, we'll let you know. All right, man?
All right, bro. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else?
Eric, what an enormous amount of information on this webinar. I mean, especially for the people who already have an app that have had difficulty troubleshooting and couldn't, they're just relying on solution support and they send you a message and not really understanding what happens in the back end. This is great because now they're quarantined and people are just inside. It makes it easy for them to just kind of learn their business from a digital perspective for a while. Now that they are learning to understand it better so they can maximize it. Just an enormous amount of information that you've been dropping.
And that's the thing. I want to keep going. Normally, guys, I'm talking to, like y'all just saw, I'm talking to Law by himself. I'm talking to Ricky by himself. I'm talking to Brad by himself. I just want to talk to all of y'all at the same time because I believe that, you probably have a similar question to someone else. Okay? So Ricky says that his invite a friend feature is not linked to his loyalty card. Loyalty, so let's see okay, you have loyalty for each person individually. So what Ricky did, okay, so we have an old feature here. So actually, sometimes, guys, things are just being updated. So Ricky added a loyalty card for every single one of his barbers. Everyone has a separate loyalty card. So Ricky, that may be the issue that is not linked because you have more than one. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, cover. Yeah, so Ricky, that's going to be the issue. Because you have more than one, the feature is not linking. It can only link to one loyalty card. So that's probably the issue there. But while we're in here, I do want to show you the push notification feature. So Ricky's doing a push notification. So somebody had asked earlier, if I'm sending out a test, boom, all right. Here's where, when I go to send this, here's where at the last option of my push notification, it says I can send on a specific day. Okay? So let's say Ricky wants to say on Sunday, he wants to say, yo, guys, make sure you download or make sure you book an appointment for this week. He can do that, and then he can change the hour to, let's say, it's going to go into military time. So let's say 1500. That's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then let's say at 3:12, done. I just put the word test, but let's say he puts in there like, hey guys, don't forget to book your appointment. Boom. You'll be able to send out that Sunday and people will get a push notification from you, from your app saying, don't forget to book your appointment this week, every Sunday. And he can schedule that and then go back, send another one, go back, go forward again, and now choose the following Sunday. So on and so forth and so on and so forth, all the way through until he's dedicated. Now, every Sunday, anyone who downloaded your app to get a loyalty point and shares it with a friend so they could get a loyalty point is now booking with you through the app. They will now receive a push notification from you on Sunday saying, hey, make sure you book your appointment ahead of time. So I hope that helps. Let's look at Ricky. While we're in Ricky, I want you to see this. For those of you who are watching, whether you have an app or don't, again, this is already a 2.5 hour webinar. I'm going to try to break it down. We can see here, whenever you first log in, Ricky and anyone who's watching, this is going to default, just like Instagram, to the last 7 days. So it says March 10th to March 17th. Okay, so it's defaulting to the last 7 days of your app. What you can do is, Ricky only has his app for about a year. I'm going to go all the way back to 2018, and then I'm going to choose a date. So I'm changing my date to 2018, and then I'm going to choose any random date. Then I'm going to hit filter metrics. What that's going to do is show me the lifetime of my app. How many downloads I have of my app. As you can see, in 2018, Ricky didn't have an app. So what happened? He has complete zeros all the way up. It's not until he launched his app. It looks like he launched his app. This is telling me he launched his app around the 7th month of 2019. Okay, so that's when he launched his app. From then till now, he's gotten total installs of 470. So almost 500 people have downloaded his app. Okay, now, what I want you guys to see is not only the total installs of his app, the top visits. So when this visit of your app is when someone launches the app, when they launch the app. So 470 people have it, and then they hit, whenever they hit the app to launch it, and it loads and it reaches out to our server, it says, hey, somebody's reaching out. So his app has been viewed 6,000 times. Okay? So that means 500 people downloaded it, and they're launching it every week, all the time, to look at the app and see either book an appointment, get a loyalty card, whatever the case may be. Is it where it's set through PayPal on the app? Yes. No, we're not going to be adding that. Viewer 90, well, oh, Lions Den, yes. We're not going to be adding that. I do know, Viewer 91, the Lions Den, you are using our booking system. We've stopped using our booking system. We're no longer upgrading it. And we are encouraging people to use Acuity scheduling. So we're getting away from our booking system. Anyone who has it is grandfathered in, but I would recommend you using Acuity scheduling. And if you're using Acuity scheduling, you can add payment options to Acuity scheduling, and here goes their payment options. Brad, he's saying, is it possible to add a price to the loyalty card? No, there isn't. You can't add a price to the loyalty card, but yes, you could have somebody just pay you, just hand you money, and you don't give them a stamp unless you give them money. So yes, there's ways you can work this however you want. All right. So there you go. Can you offer e-gift cards? Ethos, ooh, that's a good question. It depends on how you are doing it. Yes. Customers with Android devices can't reach out to barbers on my app. Ricky, can you turn on your mic so I can understand what that means? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so if you guys want to do gift cards, it's fantastic. I'm glad you brought it up. I have someone who's doing something similar. Basically what it is, guys, we have this system, and we can manipulate the system however you want. This is the last one I'm going to go through because we've been going for like 3 hours. This is going to be almost 3 hours. Let me go back to my original app. This is going to be extremely interesting. With Acuity scheduling, do they have to create an account for that as well? Yes, they have to create an account for Acuity scheduling, but every time they book, when they put in their email, it will always register with their account. All right? So let's go back to the webinar. Here's our templated app. Here's how we can do a gift card. We have something on our platform, and it is called discount. The discount, oh, wait, this happens sometimes if I keep logging in and out of people. One more. So, let me explain. We have a feature on our platform. The name of it is discount, but it's basically a coupon, okay? So, it's right here. It's called discount. If you're searching for it, you're going to type in discount. Okay, now, what I like to do, and I talk about this a lot on my lives, on my different classes, is I like to do the now and later promotion. What that means is I have people say, hey, look, download my app and get $5 off your haircut. What does that mean? Well, here it goes right here. I added the discount feature to my app, okay? And I'm going to hit this drop-down blue menu here. I'm going to add a photo to it. So I just add a photo of a haircut. Let's see. I got Law's haircuts in here. Let's just do that. And I can pixelate it. I can even make a graphic and put the number 5 on it. $5 off. Okay, so what I'm doing, guys, is I'm building a coupon, and I'm going to show you how you can turn it into a gift card. All right? So there goes that, and I'm going to say get $5 off your haircut. And this is, again, you can name this whatever you want. I've seen people do military discounts or senior citizens discounts or whatever. Okay, conditions. You can say, you can put in here, must book an appointment through the app. So if you're new, sorry, if you're already here as a walk-in, you can't use it. You can say that people can only use it once. You can say they can use it unlimited times. Let's say you do a coupon that says for students of a particular college, they can use it every time they come in, only on a Tuesday. You can put the conditions only on a Tuesday. You can do whatever you want. You can make it end on a particular date, or you can say it's unlimited. Okay, so you're building out a coupon that can be redeemed within the app. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Now, I can change the design. I do like to change the design because it always defaults to like a list. I like this one here because it kind of blows up and you can swipe left on them. It's like, it's really cool. You can kind of swipe. If you have more, they can swipe through it. All right. So here goes the discount. All right. Now I'm going to click application and go back. Click on features. I'm just walking around the block real quick. So now I have my discount here. And there goes my gift card. All right. Now, let's say if you were going to do a gift, somebody saying like a gift card, what we could do. Okay, let's say you were going to do, this is a coupon for everyone, but you want a particular person. This is going to be, start to get real intricate, but I'm going to just go through it. Again, I'm going to do my best to kind of break this down. What we would do is we're going to add another discount. This is going to, but we're going to call this a gift card that people can redeem with you. Let's call it a gift card. Right now, in this, they are going to get, let's say they can buy, I don't know, what would be, I don't know, what kind of e-gift card would you give away? Color service, whatever, I'm not sure what you would do. Or let's say in a month you can get 4 haircuts cost $25, so you're getting a free haircut. Let's say it's a free haircut. I'm just trying. You guys let me know what your ideas are. I'll build them. Okay? Must purchase gift card, right? Again, we can, these are all customizable. You do it however you want. Use only once. And let's say you want that gift card to expire on a specific date. So it's going to expire at the end of summer, August 31st. I'm just giving examples right now. So let's go ahead and name this. This is a free haircut that they're going to get. They can come in and redeem it with you. Boom. Okay, done. There you go. They got a free haircut. So if they're going to get 5 free haircuts, we can add another one. So create a new discount, do the same thing. There we go. And let's say you add 5 of these. Free haircut, free haircut, free haircut. And the conditions must purchase purchase this. It expires on August 31st. So we're building this up. They can only use it once. All right. There you go. Boom. Now here's the thing. Whoever downloads this app is going to see this and think that, so there you go, free haircut. And let's say we do 5. Let's say, look, you pay me, give me $50 cash, and I'll give you 5 free hair or whatever, right? Like, I don't know how, I know a guy that was doing like $100 a month for unlimited haircuts, but a person can only really get 4 haircuts in a month, so you can do it like 5 haircuts for free, okay? So once they get access to this, they will have to get access to this section. So we have 2 different ones. We have one is a coupon and one is a gift card. I can actually put this all the way up front. So watch this. This is where it gets interesting. We have a feature called the padlock feature. Okay. So I'm going to type in padlock. There goes our padlock feature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in this feature, I'm going to allow all users by default. Yes, everyone can. What it's going to do is going to lock certain sections of the app. Let's say a spouse or significant other wants to purchase the gift card for $200 for their spouse or significant other or family. Yes, they would just have to download the app, and then you would activate that person. Does the app have the ability to add videos of your work? Absolutely, you can add videos of your work. So here goes. So are we going to lock the entire app? No. Allow all users by default is going to be no. Okay? And we'll say purchase a gift card to get free haircuts. It's going to be associated, so the person says the spouse does it. It's going to be associated with the email to get free haircuts. Again, all this stuff can be manipulated. So we're going to, what's happening is I'm locking the gift card feature. The gift card feature is locked by default for everyone. Okay? No one can see the gift card feature. All right? Which has a bunch of coupon certificates. Okay? There you go. So now that feature is locked. Now watch this. I'm going to go ahead and walk around the block so all this stuff takes effect. Now I want you to notice something. You see down here where the calendar is the first button that I see. The calendar is the first button that I see. But up here, I listed the gift card as the first button that I see. And I'm going to tell you why. Because my account, Pedro the customer, is a regular account, a person who did not purchase a gift card with me. Let's say I'm Pedro, the one who's at Ethos Barber. I come in, you say, yo, you have a sign up that says, yo, purchase 5 haircut or $200. You know, what was it? A gift card for $200. All right, $200 gift card, whatever the case may be. $200 gift card turns into you charge $20 a haircut. You get 10 haircuts for free, but you got to pay me. So, person hands you $20. What you could do now is go into the back office. You say, okay, what's your husband's email? Because they got to give you the email. And what the husband will do to get access to their gift card is go. Where's my users at? Users. Oh, here it goes. Okay. Sorry, I don't need this. So you would go Ethos the Barber. In your back office, you'll go to users. Here we only have one user. As you can see, I want y'all to be clear. The calendar button, there's a person logged in to this templated app, right? This is the account, Pedro customer, right? He can't see the gift card button. When I go to users, so Pedro just paid me $200. I'm going to create, I can either create an account for him right there, or I can pull them up by email and say, this user can access the page that's locked. So now Pedro, who just paid me $200, can now get access to those haircuts. Right? Boom. Again, the system's not built for that, but I'm manipulating it to do that. So now when Pedro logs in, as you can see, the calendar button moved over and the gift card button, this is now, I want to use this coupon with you. When I come in to get my haircut, I show you my phone, use this coupon, boom. The barber redeems it, he now lost $1. But the only one that can see this coupon are the people that pay me, and I activate the gift card for them based off of their either email. Like, let's say I only had their email, and his email was app@effects.com, right? I'm like, okay, so what's your husband's email? And I can create them a gift card. Whenever you do a gift card, you got to have a system to punch the gift card into, right? So here's what we could do. Or you can just create them as a new user right now. There you go. Create, put their husband's name in, blah, blah, blah. What's your husband's email, blah, blah, blah. Check them off and save it, and then say, hey, have your husband have a little card that says download your app. Yes, it is possible to create categories of customers in the app, and that's going to benefit you for different levels to be able to send out like push notifications to different people. So that's how that will go. Guys, I want to do this again sometime soon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. I've been on here for a while. My wife made me lunch that I did not eat yet. It's getting cold. I'm going to have to warm it up. But I did want to take some time to go over this. This is a 3-hour webinar. I'll upload the entire thing, and I will try to break it down into different sections as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.